Yeah, after last episode where I got chastised for talking too much, I think I'm really gonna take a back seat this one. So
You got chastised for talking?
Brian's got a fucking insane story. I was hoping you would.
I do.
No, you know what Brian was saying? He was he said like this was like a month ago when I was berating I was berating you to go to San Diego for the TwitchCon thing. And he was like, honestly, like I wasn't really interested, and then now I realize that I don't remember anything that happened from the hiking trip until now. And that's like that's such a true thing. Like I don't really remember much in between here now. It's been a flurry of fucking stupid videos I've been working on. That's about
the
it.
D&D stuff.
I remember like the first 2 D&D sessions, and then it like the neural pathway was written, and I forgot the everything else that happened. I remember the first, you know, everybody remembers their first, and then I immediately forgot like what happened.
So, those were good times.
Yeah. Never again though. It's been turned into a corporation now. It's very structured. We have
Homework.
we got homework and
Chores and shit.
Yeah. Bizzle said he's actually
Trick
not
between my ears. Oh, God.
You know what a trick that is? Motherfucker did a rug pull.
Yeah, he did.
I thought, dude, he told me, hey guys, D&D, you've never played it. It's fun. You guys will just have a blast. You're just playing a game, basically. I was like, hell yeah. And then he gives us these fucking chores. Like draw a fucking beautiful picture and then also make a song to go with it. And I'm like,
Trying to make our quality better. Trying to give the patrons something to pay for. God damn,
I think he feels guilty because he basically, you know, he's doing it full time now. And I'm like, bro, I got stuff to do. I can't. You got stuff to do. Everybody's got stuff to do.
God.
You can't be
YouTube.
working on it.
YouTube's really where my bread and butter is.
You know what we should do is just rebrand this entire podcast to be like the Die of Laughter unionized, like we're the workers, the workers of Die of Laughter.
Poob are gonna me, Poob, and Soul are gonna unionize against you and for a Fable. But then on the next day we'll get together.
This is just the Die of Laughter thing.
We're all
I'm
the
still
little
the
guy.
cool boss from Poor Ed Fables. I'm with you guys on Die of Laughter. We're all the same employee level. Don't think of me as a boss. Think of me as a colleague.
At least Bizzle gives us, you know, he cares about us. Equal wages.
Yeah.
I just uploaded some absolute dog shit for your ears, and he goes, "Oh man, that's the best yet. I love it."
Yeah.
You know,
He lies and
shit.
says,
Dude, like a year ago, I made a video where I was saying like how great of a dad he would be.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's really touching, but I don't think that's being in the cards for me. And now that like I'm his employee on something, I realize it's more true than ever.
Are we his employees? Or I thought we were.
I feel like we are.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Do I give him homework?
Situationally, we are his employees, but it's also like it is all of our thing.
Think of it as like a. Think
You
of it as
can
like
do
three
all
men
the
and a
mental
baby.
gymnastics you want to do, but you're doing his homework at the end of the day.
I am doing his homework.
Think of it as like taking care of the child. You know what I mean?
I think
like
of it
we're
as
all doing
just
our part.
DM's got to be the guy that gives out homework. You know who else would? So, but it's still really all of our podcast.
Me to write a backstory and shit. What the hell? I thought it was just make believe.
Oh yeah, now he's uploaded the writing too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, like I have a fucking synopsis and a character backstory, and then like 3 guys and their backstories. I'm like,
this is gonna listen to this, be like, what the fuck?
yeah, no.
Yeah.
I thought you.
You won't listen to this. He's staying up nights
true,
editing.
yeah.
He has no
Patreon.
time
He's
for...
broke as fuck still. I don't give a shit if he quit his job. He's still broke as fuck. The Patreon ain't paying enough. All right, he's not gonna buy this. He's not gonna see this. It's never gonna be heard from him. We're
You
fine.
drinking there? You drinking a little soda and you're eating a little burger? Sounds like you got time to be making music.
Yeah, I know. Go Dream World.
Deserve that Coke Dream World. But anyway, I'm really scared of him now, and I'm scared about TwitchCon.
Yeah, I know, dude. What the hell kind of shit are you doing?
You know what? Our only solace is that because he's been editing nights and everything like
He
that.
hasn't been working out.
He hasn't been working out. He said he lost 15 pounds of muscle.
D&D makes you lose weight. That's actually.
I don't think I have 15 pounds of muscle on my body. So
I don't either. No.
Yeah.
I think I have like 50, 60 pounds of muscle on me.
I mean, how much does my fat muscly cock weigh? Right. But, the tongue is the strongest muscle. I think.
I feel like the jaw. I thought it was the jaw.
The wettest muscle. I don't know what it is.
Wouldn't it be your fucking like femur, like or whatever, your leg muscle or whatever?
It's definitely something.
No, like whatever's connected. I mean, like I think like you
haven't had me inside your asshole with my tongue, or you would not be arguing.
Like common sense says the strongest muscle is attached to whatever bone can withstand the most like pressure. So I would assume your femur.
Can a mouth like bite a finger off? Is that just like a wives' tale? I'm
sure if you put some teeth on your fucking thigh muscle, it could take off a finger.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen the Mythbusters for like. Did Jamie ever bite someone's finger off?
Bite a finger off? Wait, are you asking if a human can bite off a finger? Yes.
I've seen Lord of the Rings.
No, what it is they're capable of biting it. It's just that you stop yourself.
Yeah, that's like
everybody can do it.
I don't know. Yeah, if that's a myth or I think it is like half and half. Where because people are like, no, the myth is. It's as easy to bite through your finger as it is a carrot. Your brain just stops you from doing it. I don't think that's true. But I think you could if you really wanted to. Like, I could probably bite off my finger. Yeah. No, I know it's not as weak as a carrot, because a carrot I can mush it in.
I would have stumps right now if I your fingers. So many times I've like fallen and like if I had carrots for fingers, they would have snapped off.
Watch.
Yeah. I was feeding a rabbit.
And then Stalt edited in
blood.
Edited no finger there. Wait, there. Shit. And blood. Yeah.
And a black woman fainting. I don't know. Adds emphasis to it. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Yep. Sure. Put it in. Let's now move. No. Okay. Let's, what is that called? Let's project our overlord telling us what to do. And now let's put that on Stalt, because I saw he edited the last couple clips more than usual. Like, still, not much. But there was like a bird that flew into scene. Stalt, why don't you start doing more editing, you bitch?
I think Stalt does a great job.
Stalt, I don't mean it. I'm just trying to pass the buck somewhere, man.
It's starting to bleed into the other podcast.
Oh, you little worm, Stalt.
I got some homework for you.
Give me 20.
Dude, I could see him like seeing what Bizzle's doing and taking the reins and just passing us out little. Here's some talking point, like prepping talking points. That would be awesome. I'm not gonna complain about that. If he slipped us a dossier of like, here's some shit. Because I tried to do some research. I was like, I saw all over Twitter. You open up Twitter, and the only thing that was there was like, you guys heard of Twitter.com? On Twitter.com, there was in my face for like 3 days was just all this Twitch drama stuff. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. We're about to have a podcast. I could do all this studying. I sat there and like was trying to read into. I was trying to like research it, and I was just beating my head against the table.
So boring. Goob is mad at Pongy for some sort
of what the fuck is going on? Fight. And it's so like manufactured, I feel like a lot of it, that it's constant. Like from what I gathered, I saw XQC for like a week trending, and first he's like having some fight with his bitch girlfriend on stream, and then like the next day it's into like gambling or something, and then the next day it's into something else, and I'm like, and it's just like a constant.
I've not been, I haven't, well, I just kind of am actively not keeping up with it too much, but one thing's clear: power vacuum is about to be created in the Twitch atmosphere, and TwitchCon is right around the corner.
Oh shit!
Really, my time to step into the 1,000 viewer Andy club potentially.
What we need to do is we need to find the people that didn't get banned.
Slicker.
The people that didn't get fucking deplatformed and stuff. Invite them to tell their survivor story on the podcast. We'll have it on the roof of our Airbnb.
And then we cut out all the shit they said afterwards.
At the end of the episode, Bryan just casually tips their chair and they fall off the roof. Another.
Yeah.
No, it's an accident. I played another Hitman. It's an accident. If you hide in like a closet somewhere, the cops stop looking after 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, they look around and they go, how did...
I'd just be like, hey man, can you read this? And it's like, I would want you to be the next me if I died. And then Casey, edit that out.
You also sign this new will I drew up.
I want you to be me and wear me in my skin. Okay, if you say so.
I want you to push me off a building and cut my skin off and wear it.
Please kill me and take my spot. I know. Yeah, I'm worried though. It's like, who's next?
You did mention that. I am actually happy that all the streamers that we know aren't like
our best friends, Critical.
Yeah.
Wubby, Schlatt, all of our friends that are big in the scene.
I didn't mean like our
I'm thinking about our best friends.
Yeah.
No.
The people you have to be nice to do well in the industry. No, I'm talking about like people that we like. Like back and forth. Like
I can't name a single person.
I don't have many. Like friends.
Yeah,
what is that you call them?
Bizzle used to stream. Does he count?
Friend. Friend. Yeah, sure. Friend. Friendies.
Yeah. But they don't. You never see like Aqua getting into beef with people, like big drama.
Covers it up real.
Yeah,
he
really
does.
Shit in the back end.
He always has kings to come up behind him and pass an envelope full of money.
I heard all the sponsorships. Yeah, it's hush money too. I heard they just pay them off.
Yeah,
they pay sponsorships to give them the exact same amount of money.
They do it so they can. Pay
we want to seem
off.
like we're brandable, marketable. We're gonna pay you $7,000.
The worst idea.
That's the deal.
I have a track record. And look, this company paid me $5,000 to do this ad. They're not gonna see whether or not you paid them $5,000.
The only ones that ever paid them was Raid Shadow Legends. They're just
because people are always like, "What? You only are sponsored by one beer company? That's it? Like, well, I'm sponsored by Nvidia. I give them $100 a month to be able to put up their picture." My God,
that's an outstanding bargaining idea. Like I never even thought of that.
Just mail Coca-Cola like $100 and say we're sponsored by them.
Can I say I won't put up any branding? I just be able to verbally say, "You guys got me."
Yeah,
I got Coca-Cola money. So there was like a bunch of Twitch drama this week. People are like pissed off. Wow, big streamers are scumbags, and Evie goes.
Except for the absolutely cracked out ones, like Tyler 1 and XQC, they seem to be pretty clean, even though they're fucking nuts.
Yeah. Well, it's just
someone that put on airs and stuff.
No one's got their hands clean in this industry. It's a real dirty industry.
All I'm saying is I can scowl and look up at them because I know I'll never reach that level.
Yeah.
And if I did, I would be way worse than them, dude. You have no idea the shit I would be doing.
Somewhat of an idea. Yeah.
I would be like a megalomaniac. They would come up with some weird. The documentary breaking down my crimes would be insane.
There'd have to be new amendments when I'm done. Yeah. Get some real crazy shit going on.
Because like that Slicker guy, Slicker, what's his name? Slicker?
Yeah.
He scammed like
that
people.
Sounds like a name you could trust. Like honestly, let me just tell you.
He scammed a bunch of people out of $300,000, and then they like Mizkiff and the other guys that are up there. They all were just like, "We'll pay you guys back." Everybody that got scammed, and they just whipped up $300,000.
It was the Trainwreck guy and XQC were paying people back because Jesus, I guess they did.
Though.
From what I understand, there's like there's the pro and there's the against gambling on Twitch people, and the like XQC and Trainwreck are really big into the gambling because I think they stream it a lot. Like it probably makes them a fuck ton of money.
Right? It's like sponsorships.
Yeah. And then there's people that are like, this is bad for kids because like it promotes gambling addiction, which blah blah blah. And then there's people like, okay, well, what about alcohol? How can you? It's just like a bunch of like, well, what your thing's worse. Your thing's worse.
Are you pro getting the gambling banned?
I really don't give a shit.
They ended up banning it.
I think I'm not going to lose any sleep about it being banned. It's probably a net good. If I had to guess, I mean, what really good comes out of them? I guess content, but it's like just.
Well, they didn't ban poker and they didn't ban sports gambling, which is the only gambling I would do on a stream. So I'm not that messed up with it, but I don't like that
they banned.
It's right next door now.
Boxes?
What?
What's banned?
I think like
slots.
Like slot machine, like because they.
Yeah.
I think those companies most of the time
for all those old ladies
a fuck ton of money.
Are those claw machine things that they have?
What's my grandma gonna?
My grandma's not gonna watch Twitch anymore now that the slots are over with.
I just lost my best viewer.
I always heard like Trainwreck and people did gambling streams, and so I thought they were doing like skill games. They're literally just fucking
No,
pulling
they're pressing
slots.
a fucking E button.
Monkey brain activate. Yeah, when you watch
And
it.
with that much money, you would
that's
think
not
you would
there.
get
It's just sponsorship money too. They're just sitting there
I would
clicking
get
a
one
button
for stream, just a big arm crank
Like a
that I
real-
could pull, and just it would hit the button when I did it.
I knew somebody who had
That'd
an
be sweet.
actual slot machine. You can like set the payouts and stuff on.
Whoa, I would set it out to
just
be
rig
like
it to be. Oh
thousands.
man, guys, this is
Yeah,
the lucky
billion.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
$1 billion. Yeah,
It's
but
like a
want that
free
to be
money
payout.
machine.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, you put nothing in it; it just creates money. Anyway,
and,
he sexually assaulted a girl, Slicker. That's the biggest.
that's
right?
there's two different ones. That's the
there's
really
two different
confusing part. There's Slick that sexually
See
assaulted
what
a
I'm
girl.
talking about? Where
I
this
know.
all melts
It's
together.
Like,
Dude,
dude,
yeah,
no,
it does.
it's like Goobois and Dingy. It's like the
Goo
Star
boss.
Wars
They're all
fans are never
finger
gonna beat
fucking
that.
each other without
Guap
consent.
coulda-
They're all stealing money.
No, but there are some, from what I can tell, like genuinely worse things. Like the Slick guy like sexually assaulted a girl,
Groped some woman that
and
was
then they
unconscious,
like covered
is
it
it?
up.
Yeah.
And then the Slicker guy, their names are so similar too, which is funny that it's
Wait,
the
there's
same
two
week.
people?
Yes.
Oh, it's not the
One's-
same guy?
Oh.
No, one of them's
I thought
the
this
guy
was
that
like a
stole
mafia
money.
guy.
Wait, who
I
came
was
first?
thinking-
Did Slick come out first? And some guy's like, "Wait, I got this. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
slicker
he's
than."
like, I'm the real worst Slicker. Come on. No,
How do you trust a guy like that? Like, you might as well just be named Dirtbag.
wait,
Like,
Whose
what the
story
fuck?
broke first?
I think the I stole money.
Oh, that
Like-
sucks for him because a lot of people were like us, where they just read like Slicker rapes a girl, and they're like, "Damn, this guy's stealing money and raping people."
Yeah, it's
They
really.
just throw
all
him
the
under the
bases.
bus. Completely different person,
Whoa,
guys.
whoa, guys,
Yeah.
I'm not that evil. I just scammed all my fans, all my viewers. So. Actually, a pretty good guy once
Just
you get to know
stole
me. I'm not like
300K
that
off you
slicker
guys.
guy. I might be slick, but he's even slicker.
He grabbed a woman's boob once. Dude, oh.
Yeah.
And then Miskiff got in trouble, that one dude, also, because he was like,
He's part
he
of
didn't
it.
care.
He
was, like,
messaged a hard
impartial.
R in
Yeah.
2018.
No, his thing is also because he's like good friends with the groper.
Oh, I thought it was the
And
hard
then-
R thing because that was part of
Well,
it too.
No, all the comment. Jesus Christ. Okay, I
Dude,
did
why
look through all
you
this
do
shit,
know a
dude.
lot
Sorry.
about
did
this?
a
You're
lot
like
of
the-
diving.
Dude, well, I can
Yeah.
okay. Also,
going off of
like,
headlines,
I just
man.
know
I don't
more
know.
about Twitch shit than you baseline. So like, I
It's
know
his job,
who
to be fair. I mean,
I know who a lot of these people are, but I don't. Like this week, it's like you could literally just every other tweet was like a breakdown. Like
I
this
know
guy
they're great.
and then this, and then yeah, like he got called out for saying the R word or no, the N word.
The N word, yeah.
And the R word. He said, Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Delete the entire podcast catalog.
Delete that. Delete the last one.
Yeah.
But and then everyone's like, we don't give a shit about that. There's a lot worse things going on.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't. Yeah, honestly, who gives? Oh no, people give a shit. A lot people are affected. Out of our little sphere, though, I think TwitchCon's gonna be a great time. I'm not gonna
it's gonna be awesome.
any new negative energy there.
Unless Slickest comes on and just
Yeah.
shoots up
Yeah.
the place,
Yeah,
but
like
it's
Slickest.
Oh, man.
No,
Writing on the names of his
of his
of
followers.
of his contemporaries or his Slicker and Slicker.
I'm gonna do an even worse crime now.
Oh. Yeah, but they all seem like really cool people, and I think it's a
I wanna
good
be all
idea
their
to give.
friends.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to give really young people like an insane amount of money. Yeah.
Influence.
A bunch of dumb nerds. Let's give them a bunch of money and a bunch of
Are
losers.
you talking about streamers or are you talking about Twitch itself? Because it's the same
No, I was talking
fucking
about.
idea.
I was talking about
Oh,
like
yeah.
specifically like the top
Yeah.
10% of streamers.
And then there's a new thing with Twitch itself where they're
I wouldn't
taking
even
more
say-
of a cut.
10%. God, what the
They're
fuck?
just-
would-
we want more. That's all they
Like-
said
Yeah.
in an email.
Oh wait,
That's all.
Twitch is taking more.
Yeah, Twitch is now taking more cut from subs, and
That's
they're
not
doing-
happening to like XQC.
Yeah, and, like, they're just doing it, and they like complained that they couldn't up their bit rate because of like how expensive it is, and everyone's like, you're owned by Amazon.
I'm
the richest
gonna
company in the fucking world ever.
I'm gonna
Like,
say
YouTube
that
has
like
more.
I mean there's so many like no viewer dipshits that are just running the maxed out
OBS is
stream.
fucking free and it's so goddamn good, and every computer now can just stream 1080p.
Every 11-year-old is just
But you
like
can't even
streaming
get up
constantly.
To, you can't even get up to decent quality until you're a partner.
Well,
That's
they,
true.
They,
People
they
are
like
complaining
nerf you,
that
but-
partner's not high enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, I
Partner's
don't have
not
good
enough
enough
to get
upload to go any
1080p,
higher, so I don't really,
60
care too much.
I
But
fear
people are like-
about quality standards getting higher because that means you have to
like become like a
be
Marquise
better.
Brownlee. I gotta get like 8K,
I gotta get a fucking a red
12K camera. Fuck, you know, I didn't even watch that.
Yeah, I gotta get some insane. And he's got like, I saw he has this like camera pedestal, and it's like a tripod, but it just moves up and down on its own little pedestal thing. And I was like, oh cool, it's like pneumatic or whatever. That's awesome.
Pedestal eats better than you, man. That shit.
Yeah, I looked at it, it's like $24,000 for what is essentially a tripod. I was like, holy shit. And that was like used. I was like, what? And so
Jesus
like the
Christ.
shit that they have is like so much nicer than me. We should figure out where Marquez Brownlee, like he's got a studio somewhere, right?
Probably like goddamn downtown New York City or something.
Oh, we're
or
gonna have to
LA.
do like a heat level heist.
Yeah, let's look him up. Somebody
Yeah,
post his address in the
I'm just cleaning
comments.
the
Let's
window
find it out.
outside. Yeah.
So rappel in with fucking assault rifles.
Break it.
We're here for the tripod pedestal thing. Give me that.
Parachute out. Yeah.
It would
What a
be
t-
it would be worth it for that fucking camera. I'm
Yeah,
sure
just
that
say, yeah.
resells for a lot.
Honestly, it's just like grab it what you can within 5 feet of
Just
you. You're
roll
probably
There's
making
probably
out.
boxes of cell phones laying
Yeah.
around. Like that's the place
iPhone
to
20,
run.
Do, like, flagship
iPhone 20
ones.
out right now. Yeah. That shit.
Oh man.
Probably
Punch
think
the
it's
people
weird.
poured out the window onto the street below. Yeah.
Just breaking it, just all shattering.
Yeah, I know that Casey Neistat was like he had a problem with people like showing up at his studio and stuff, but you look at the inside of that guy's studio, it's just a bunch of dog shit and like VHS tapes and
Yeah.
stuff. Like there's like $600 worth of garbage in his studio. But Marquez Brownlee, oh, it's like Industrial Light and Magic in there.
Yeah, it's like primo. Industrial Light and Magic.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, a little on topic. Okay, I know.
I mentioned Industrial Light and Magic. All right,
Yeah,
we're
I
on
don't
topic.
even know.
It's a
Wow.
little
Perfect
segue.
segue.
Well, okay, because
Wow,
I
alright.
bought something from them kind of through the estate sale, and then I also, in the terms of cameras, I bought a. Dude, it was so cheap. I almost sent it to you because the other one went up in price. I'm like, this looks like some dumb shit Sam would want. It was like a nice Manfrotto tripod with like a VHS video camera on it, like the whole setup in a carrying case. I got it
That's
for
awesome.
like $50, and like I was thinking about it'd be fun to record some like I don't know,
VHS.
Die Laughter or Forehead Fables. Yeah, just like straight up record it to VHS and then convert it on the computer,
That'd be cool.
just for like legitimate little aesthetic. But there was 2 of them, and I was like, I could have 2 different angles. You know, Bizzle will be like, "What are you spending your money on this site? Why are you doing all this shit?"
Yes.
We
Because I got-
gotta keep our spending
Sorry,
under
sorry.
wraps. Yeah.
I know. Well, I know. It's like, well, I'm not gonna listen. I am who I am. I come from a line of who we are. We like, you know, if I don't buy my things, if I don't buy my little trinkets, I'll kill myself. And I bought a replica Jawa that is so badass.
From the
And it's
movie?
like
What's a Jawa?
Actual, they used it for filming.
it's like a little like Houdini, like the little like rat
Speak
guys
like
that
minions,
like
the first
scrap
minions
shit.
ever.
You'd recognize. They're like the little guys with the hood. You don't see their face. They have little glowing
Sand
eyes.
people.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're sand. They live on Tatooine and.
Wait, are they the
Yeah.
sand people or are they the people that are up in the
not
trees?
they're not the. No, those are Ewoks. They're
Oh.
they are sand people, but they're not the Tusken
guys.
Raiders. Yes.
Oh, the evil.
But-
Those are the like the sand people
Yeah,
from
they-
like a
they-
Dio music video or
they're
something.
not
Yeah.
evil. They just are little scavengers. They're
Their
like little
eyes
mice
orange,
people.
bro.
I
They're like-
watched the
Dude,
first episode of The Mandalorian or whatever, and they seem pretty evil in
Yeah.
that. They drove
Well,
around
they-
a big tank.
Yeah, I don't love
different.
that. They're
Yeah.
highly militarized.
They are.
They have a big cop tank in their city. But yeah, I bought just like a 4-foot tall one of those, and I'm like
That's pretty-
so giddy about it. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow.
That thing,
you're
I
gonna
bet you
hollow it out and put
could.
your
Do the
flashlight in
eyes glow? Are they like?
They do. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like
You
it's
can
not from the
terrify
movie, but
somebody in your.
no, that is exactly
Put it in
because
somebody
we've gone
like a
back
bathroom in a dark corner.
ever since I told my roommate about this story about like I almost shot the mannequin. Now they like are doubling up on moving the mannequin around the house to freak me out and like right outside my door and shit. So they don't know I'm buying this. It has little glowing eyes. Want to wait till the night? Just like put it in the kitchen. Like, it's like a creepy little height with glowing little orange eyes. Like it's gonna be freaky as fuck. And they don't have a gun, so what are they gonna do against it? Oh fuck, they might like
They
might just drop kick it. Yeah, they're a lot more men of actions. They might just bust
Cut
it.
its
to hell.
fucking
You
head
might
off.
find that thing fucking like. drawn and quartered in the fucking.
They're all stomping on it and shit. Just
No, they get his mallet, crush it, yeah, crush it. I've got my VHS camera filming it. Get that too, the little red light. Yeah. Electric eye. And then speaking of little trinkets and stuff, my official Baby Duke toys.
That's amazing.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut little holes, and I'm gonna cut his sleeves off. And I'm thinking about cutting his legs.
And by Baby Duke, you mean that is definitely Boss Hog.
No,
That is definitely.
I am damn Duke boys. Okay, so hello. But the hat, thank God it goes. I was worried it wouldn't go down over his eyes, but yeah, it does. So
that's
I'll
awesome.
draw little eyebrows on it. And Just a fun little guy.
You could cut him at the knees and then put his little shoes at
Make
the
a
bottom.
little ball gag for
Yeah,
him.
that's what I've been thinking.
He's already so tiny though. Like put him on your chest. That's gonna be.
No, I know. I was gonna
if you
strap
cut
this
him,
one because I didn't get the baby mannequin.
He's gonna
so
look like Jesus, dude. Pull his arms up. Do the tying. Do it like from his wrists. So he's like. Yeah, because there's already. You said there was already complaints about like in the art and stuff that we've done that Baby Duke is not a consistent size.
Like he's like a 5 foot tall man. How you can't?
Stupid! It's D&D, and like it's a dumbass show. Nothing we do is consistent. We've already retconned so much dog shit behind the scenes because we're like, it's funnier if it's like this.
If I say he's this big, he's this big.
Yeah, that's real actual Baby
Yeah,
Duke.
he's that big until we have some funny scene during gameplay, and he needs to be like 5'8" in order to do something. Yeah.
When we remember that he's a character once every 2 hours, then he grows. He's only powered by our thoughts of him.
Like Toy Story or some shit.
Yeah. Most of the time, he's like almost unnoticeable.
When you're not looking, he shrinks down.
You
like,
seem really incredibly unhindered with him on you, by the way. Like it is literally like we forget that.
No, I know. I will forget for hours, and then we're like, wait, shit. Like, shouldn't he do a turn or something? Like, what is? And
He's
I'm
just
like,
sitting there, straight face. Like,
I have to be like, all right, Bizzle, what does Baby Duke think? And he's like, oh, I'm scared. Like, well, give me more.
I know. He just says like one thing.
he forgot about him too.
Yeah,
He's thinking a million miles ahead. Yeah.
Forgot about Chip and Chunk, probably. I mean, we forgot about a lot of shit.
I'm gonna fucking kill those guys. I'm going to murder them. They're going to die so hard.
Said that about Baby Duke.
See, the difference between me and you is that you got Baby Duke and you cherish him. I have Chip and Chunk and I want them dead. I want them fucking dead.
You made them who they are, though. You really.
Yeah, I want to build someone up so I can fucking have them gruesomely murdered, and there be an emotional response from the audience. Is what I want.
Yeah. I think they probably cry.
They're definitely gonna have like a bone tomahawk moment where they're held upside down and split down the middle or something.
God.
Yeah.
It's like if Baby Duke died, I'm not gonna be like, no, like Bizzle, you can't. Like, I mean, I'm gonna work it up. I'm gonna try to draw tears, but it's like,
can you cry in command?
Die.
You just have to think about that scene from Video Game High School.
Yeah, if I start thinking about Video Game High School when Freddie Wong's character died,
just like one frame of Freddie Wong on a bike, like that's enough for him to start crying.
No, if I think about tiny little puppies and stuff, I don't think I really. I can't cry on command, but I can cry very easily if I'm watching something.
Yeah.
Like if I just want to lean into it, I've been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender, damn near end of every episode. I'm like. Peace.
Okay, I watched that recently.
Even if it's just like a really beautiful moment, I'm like, oh god, like that was. I just rewatched one recently. Yeah, good. Yeah, the guys made it out. They flew away on Appa again.
Yeah, I love that fucking thing.
This is genuinely though one of like the best animated shows I've ever seen. The arc of it is just goddamn perfect. Anywho. You guys watching a
I told Bryan like a month ago. I was like, yeah, like binge watched some Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah.
For the first time, like I'm like, this show's fucking good. And then like he's like, oh yeah, I'm like, you were picking it back up or something.
Yeah,
you were
watching the last season.
You were just watching the last season. He's like, where are you at? I'm like, I just watched those 2 episodes like a month ago. Like that's the last time I had my TV on was like a month ago. Just watching that.
Are you?
No, I mean, I take it back. I've been watching Frozen 2, all the extras. all the Olaf story, the musical version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the music. Frozen
Bubble
on
Guppies.
Ice.
Huh?
The fuck is Bubble Guppies?
Bubble Guppy has
Bubble Guppies. Come
yeah,
on.
it's got Wanda Sykes in it.
Okay.
You know it.
I take it back. Bubble Guppies has the best arc out of any
Yeah.
character arc, not Zuko.
Oh
It's
man, when
actually-
it's time for lunch, are you kidding me? I'm like, it's time for lunch.
I'm hungry too.
Yeah. And then they dance and go out the
Yeah.
door. Oh, I'm all about it.
I
Yeah.
can
Bubble
eat.
Guppies goes hard. I've also been watching a lot of Cat Dog. That's a classic. Tom Kenny's in that.
Dog.
Yeah. Alone in the world is a little cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. Alone in the world is a little cat dog. Yeah, that's a good ass
Put the
theme
actual
song,
song
too.
in there now. Put the,
Yeah,
put the real
it's
song.
all- and then,
How close was that?
basically just replay what I just sang because it's basically what it was.
And turn it into a trap remix so that we don't
Yeah.
get fucked over.
Yeah, now spin that shit.
Yeah. Remix it now. And I want it by tomorrow.
Dude, Stoltz should do he should do little verbal stingers, dude. He's got the voice for it. He's got the
I
radio
know.
voice.
That's what I said. We said that before. Like he should, his little like these stupid little sons of bitches. Like he should just throw in his own, for the audio listeners. They don't
Yeah.
get that little Stalt charm, little Stalt
Or
humor.
like when we insult him, he should then
no,
no, like stop the whole video and take it over. And just
no, that's not how it is.
it's not even like a good response. It's like you caught him in the moment. He's just like like kind of crying a little bit. You're stupid. Dude, you had like
no respect for me.
you had hours to think of a rebuttal, and the best he
I
can do
would
is just
shit
crying
my
in front
pants.
of the camera.
I would shit my pants if one podcast he just cut it and just went on. I had like a breakdown, like a fucking leave Britney alone style.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
mental breakdown. in
Yeah,
the
he's
middle
under
of
his blankie with a flashlight.
it. He's just crying.
He keeps peeking under for his mom in case she hears him.
I don't know how that is.
I'm gonna
Whispers all the curse words.
Yeah, he whispers it. I'm gonna shoot you with my dad's gun.
Yeah.
Remember that kid that was in the trailer that was like, I shit on some guy that did
The
like
Chaw, like the little dipper.
right.
yeah, the little
Yeah.
dip kid, yeah. And he kept like whispering, he kept looking over where his mom was. He was like,
Yeah, she's sitting there
I'm
fucking
gonna
watching.
get my dad's gun and I'm gonna shoot you.
What was the guy's name? He kept being like, "Don't you disrespect like
Wrangler or something.
yeah, Wrangler jeans,
Yeah, Wrangler.
The Wrangler.
Levi Strauss." Yeah.
Yippee. I don't know.
Don't you goddamn say nothing about Levi Strauss or Bud Light.
Goddamn backbone of America, you little shit. He's like this old ass man in a 10-year-old's body.
Don't you talking about loose tobacco like that? We're talking about hand rolled cigarettes again.
No, the guy's name was Outlaw or something.
Oh, yeah, it was Outlaw. Yeah.
I recognize it.
Yeah, not Wrangler, Outlaw. I'm sorry.
Close.
Very, yeah, it's just same bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same realm. Yeah, but why would like a 10-year-old that be that dedicated of a fan to?
No, I
Dip
hope you
YouTuber.
have some of the, I hope we,
Yeah, a 10-year-old. I
I hope
don't
we
know.
as the Fred Fables have some fans like that. Crazy little
Well,
10-year-olds.
oh,
yeah,
that would
really
kill.
dedicated.
A child army, for example. That'd be great. Yeah.
That would be fucking sweet.
You just said what about who? You just talked about Stolt like that. I'm gonna fucking kill you, man. Yeah. I mean, except for the problem is no one really shit talks us.
Yeah,
We just have such great reception and no enemies. So.
yeah,
Actually, surprisingly, it's just hatred. Talk more
Yeah,
than
no,
anything.
it's really there.
yeah.
It's an in-house issue more
I'm
than
gonna kill
anything.
myself if I keep thinking like this. I don't like Fred Fables. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna get my dad's gun.
Fucking kill me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this patrons really fucking hate us.
Yeah,
This is the patron
I-
exclusive too, isn't it?
Is that a part of us not being social enough, not networking enough? We don't get stirred up into shit.
Yeah, are we not relevant?
Is it relevancy or are we not
That's exactly what the problem is.
Is it a lack of relevancy or
Exactly, yeah.
or is it a
Really
lack?
relevant.
Is it because we're just good people?
Should we, any press is good press. Maybe let's make a Fred Fables tweet.
We're
Gambling's
going to
back
TwitchCon.
up.
Let's
let's
fucking
gamble.
let's
Wait,
molest some
dude,
people.
You're the one that does Fred Fables Twitter, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long has it been since there's been a Forward Fables tweet?
I usually likes weird shit.
I don't know. Like, yeah, sometimes I get on there, I like something, I'm like,
6
oh
months.
shit, I'm on like the wrong Twitter. Yeah.
I've done that on Die Laughters and just like porn. I'm like, oh fuck.
Is that why you get dog shit on Twitter?
No, dude, the
Weird stuff.
suggested is always like like just the most like regular
Just
ass
generic
streamer
shit.
shit. Yeah. Like,
Yeah. No, that's
read a
my
conf. I'm like,
that's my like eyes into the world of Twitch is I just get on there every day and it's just like Hassan, XQC, Mizkif, the fucking
dreamy.
what's the other guy that does like he was the dude that did the Twitch subathon thing. Ludwig.
oh, Ludwig. Yeah. I want. Yeah, I wonder like out of any of them, if like we would get along with
Pokemon,
any of
women-
them if they
women
were a guest
streamers?
or anything. Most of them do not really seem
Ludwig.
like they.
Ludwig is
Yeah,
genuinely
Ludwig
a
again.
funny guy. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
That's
watched.
cool.
I was looking at his podcast. He's pretty funny.
I've never seen
What's
his
his
podcast,
podcast?
but he seems alright.
XQC.
Seen some content.
I don't think I can understand what he's saying.
I don't
I've
think
watched
I could,
a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get mad at him because I don't know what he's saying.
No, it's like a when you're just talking to
said
like a
meltdown.
regular
And then-
Frenchman and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Is that a language?
Hassan, I don't think
yelling
I'd
at me?
like
I
because I
can't
don't
even-
like
what's
being
happening?
around people that are like better looking than me or taller or anything or strong. Like I don't like people that when I'm next to them, it's like, well, obviously I choose this guy. You know,
Yeah.
I don't like surrounding myself with that kind of person or if smarter.
Well, but just people that like base their entire personality around politics.
no, it's more about it's more
Yeah,
about the just
It's a
pure
look thing.
aesthetics of
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah, I don't want to be like the fat ugly chick of the group.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God. I'm the
me
most
a
handsome one
neo-Nazi,
here.
Yeah, thank
That's
God we're all each
huge.
independently the most handsome and coolest here, so
Yeah.
we can
that's
just all agree.
that's why you got us on. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Sam.
Who's
You don't have a
uglier
problem
and
though with
fucking
that, right?
stupider than me? I found two guys that'll.
It hurt when I was by myself,
know,
dude. I was
too.
just like, man, this room is just stanky and ugly, and I can't stand being in it by myself. Yeah.
This needs a little bit of grit to it.
Dude, my mouth has been like a fucking sandbox. Can I go get a drink? I gotta have some. I gotta have some moisture on here, man. These lips are so dry. I've been sipping milk and like
Ew.
I feel like it's like that scene in SpongeBob where he goes into Sandy's dome for the first time and he like, yeah.
I was a really big SpongeBob kid because I could only watch shows really that my dad also liked watching. Like he wouldn't like you, Sam, are impressive being like, oh, we can watch Frozen.
I'm
for the fifth
turning
time.
into that. I'm turning
my-
into your
oh,
dad. All of a sudden,
my
I'm just
dad
like,
was-
we're watching Rocco's Modern Life, whether you
Yeah.
fucking like it or not.
I was like, I like Barney. My dad's like, Barney is banned in this house. I could never watch Disney growing up. I never
Barney's a
knew
war
any,
criminal. Barney
any
doesn't like us.
Yeah. Barney has sex with little kids like you. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but
gets
like,
so purple.
oh, okay. I want to watch Barney even more now. I can have a chance with him. But yeah, like I couldn't watch Disney growing up, and it wasn't like, I could watch rated R movies. It was just like I can't watch it because my dad didn't like it.
We watch Peppa
That's a
Pig
little-
in this house,
little Peppa-
baby.
Yeah, my dad would have never allowed that. It was only
Okay,
like
Peppa Pig's funny, dude.
He heard
Peppa
one
Pig's
sentence
got
of her
some
stupid
funny
accent
shit
and
in
he
it.
would have turned that shit off. Dude, fuck that show.
But like,
That show's all
did
right.
you have friends growing up that's like I couldn't watch SpongeBob because of like a religious reason or
Or like Pokemon or some shit.
yeah,
Harry
like,
Potter. Yeah,
I remember there was a girl that would sit next to me in elementary school, and she would like curiously kind of like look over at my Harry Potter books while I was reading them because she came from a family where they were like, no, there's magic in those books. That's devil shit.
Makes you want to read it more.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, she was so curious. She's like, man, there's
Magic Devil.
I just kept looking at her going like, man, this shit evil as hell, man. Oh,
This Voldemort guy is something else.
yeah.
One cool cat.
Yeah, I never understood that. And I
it's
feel
so-
bad for those kids.
They always come out weirder.
Yeah.
They come out the worst for it. They come out weirder for it.
I definitely have some people in my family that are homeschooled and they're like children of the corn, man. They're fucking weird. And then, you know what's even worse? Oh, I'm about to dox the shit out of them. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna
Then
explain
it's
nothing
even
about
worse.
it. But if they
I'm not
watch
saying
this,
fucking lip.
they'll know exactly who I'm talking about. These fucking like I didn't see them for like 3 years. Nicest 3 years of my fucking life. I didn't have to act and commingle with these freaks. They were like in their mid-teens, and then all of a sudden my grandma's just like, oh, your cousins, they're all married and they have kids now. And I'm like, what the fuck? They're all like, they're not even like 19 or 20 yet. Like they just instantly hit and had like arranged marriages or some shit. And now they're all knocked up. Fucking wild. Weird little family.
This is like a Canadian thing, so I don't know if it like got, if you guys heard about it. It was like today, but there's this like huge backlash because there's this trans teacher.
Oh, I saw that with the
which is
huge
whatever.
knockers.
But yeah, they come into work with like the fattest
That's
fucking
so
just
funny.
fake
The
tees,
pictures.
fully erect nipples too. Like it's like they
That's
didn't even
my
wear
favorite
it.
part. Is
It's
everybody's
just-
making a big deal out of like
and it's like wood
trans
shop
and, like,
cat.
yeah, it's a wood shop teacher. That's the best part.
She cut her fucking titty off. Like it's so ridiculously big. It doesn't make any sense.
It's
They're awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I would be in class every day. I'd have
Can I
perfect
squeeze some?
attendance.
Nobody's mentioning the nipples. Like they don't have to
It
be.
doesn't-
They
it's
blurred them
so
in the
wrecked.
photo op. Like it's got to
He
be a
blurred
problem.
them?
They blurred them in the picture.
Like I would say, like wear whatever the fuck you want, but like you can't be like Jennifer Aniston's nipples and Friends, like peak Friends seasons were not that insane.
It's just hilarious how huge they are.
They're also cartoonishly huge. Yeah,
They're
like
just so
all right, there's a
massive.
limit.
Because I read the headline, I'm like, oh come on, and then I saw the picture, I'm like,
You saw
holy
the-
shit.
yeah,
you're
like
like, whoa.
minor distraction there for sure.
That's like that is ridiculous.
It's like the size of kids. Yeah, no, that was great. I have a huge fake cock prosthesis that I wear. It's all the way down my leg. Huge bulging. And it's wet at the end of it. It's kind of wet work.
it's wet and really viscous or whatever. It's just it comes out like syrup.
Oh, yeah, there's like you leave a little trail everywhere your right shoe goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear about like those? Oh shit! I'm about to actually dox my dad. I don't give a fuck about this one though. Did you guys hear about like these African snails that like invaded Florida?
No.
I think I've.
Are they?
They're like
Are
these giant
native?
African
Before?
snails, and apparently the slime that they leave is like toxic or something, and it like causes like encephalitis or something. I don't know. It like really fucks you up. Like
Are they huge?
yeah, they're pretty big. Like ground zero for the breakout is like my dad's
out.
house. Yeah, there's a fucking quarantine zone, and he's like in the middle.
Oh my god! It was his fucking snails.
Yeah. I just thought they were cool.
Yeah, I took like 10 of them with me.
It's like big ass snails, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to keep them.
Wow, it started in 1966 in Miami. A child smuggled 3 of them into South Florida from a trip from Hawaii.
Really?
7 years later, more than 18,000 snails have been found, and that's
Piece of shit. How many deaths is that kid responsible for? How much shit has he fucked up?
Fucking millions of them now.
Yeah.
And they probably just were like hiding under your dad's house waiting.
For their time.
You know, I was like,
That child was your dad, actually. It turns out it was him.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard America didn't have any mosquitoes until the Spanish brought some over on like mosquito eggs on a ship.
I believe.
That is, that is like the biggest fuck up in history. Like that pisses
Thanks
me
a
off
lot.
more than that pisses me off way more than anything else we've ever done.
Saying I could live here without mosquitoes?
That would have been
Damn it,
so
dude.
awesome.
You know how hard it is in the modern world, though, not to like get a fucking snail in this entire continent or something, or like just like get a mosquito somewhere. Like
That's true.
it's
they
insane
would have
how like
they would have come here
invasive species-
eventually.
Yeah, they'd make their way here. But it would have been nice for them not to get a head start on me.
Mm-hmm.
If they could have just landed today, you know, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
my backyard
we
wouldn't
can
be so
quarantine
goddamn
them.
miserable.
Yeah.
After 7 p.m. Yeah.
You know what Abby did?
What?
She like paid for this guy. His name's Mosquito Joe, and he like sprays your yard for mosquitoes. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. And so I thought he was gonna like put out like little traps and like go fucking like I don't know rake over magnolia leaves and stuff, like places where like mosquitoes naturally lay eggs, and then he would like spray a little bit. I'm sitting here in my office, and I look over, and there's this guy basically like
Fighting 100 million mosquitoes.
he's got like the smallest mask of all time. He's got like this fucking flamethrower of gas, and he's just dumping gas out, and it is going up in the air and then straight back into his eyes and shit. He's got, and he's just like in this huge dense thing of fog. I'm like, that guy's gonna have cancer in like a year. There's no way.
For sure.
And he just does that around the house, and there isn't even chirping birds outside anymore. I think it was absolute, complete genocide of any living being
like
on the
Vietnam
property.
after a napalm strike.
It is so fucking quiet out there. It's just like, dude, like,
well, he got him.
Your dog's been real tired all day. Yeah, he made a peep.
He's
Christ, the kids have gone to bed early.
So and then my neighbor's like, oh, like Mosquito Joe, did that work? And I told her no, because I was like, I feel so bad. Like, I don't want the whole neighborhood to get just decimated.
Jesus Christ, it's a war zone. I mean, probably won't have any.
Wait, is it gas or is it fire?
No, it looks like a flamethrower, but it shoots just like
it just looks like what I was gonna say.
He's burning.
I thought he was like setting him on fire. And it was getting in his face and shit. I was
Start
like,
editing some flames.
Yeah. Now put me in a cockpit of a plane. Do.
This is now Stoltz like editing reel that we put together.
And boy. And one time's background music here. Okay. And thank you. God, dude, I don't know if I'd want. I mean, the idea of no mosquitoes sounds great, but that
at what
sounds
cost?
like a lot. Yeah, at what cost?
At
what cost?
Because I've got like
no mosquitoes.
I like
no
frogs
cost.
and shit. I like, other things.
They eat flies and other crap.
Like praying mantis would be cool to see.
No, what I'm saying is, Bryan, everything's dead. He killed everything besides the mosquitoes. It is complete scorched earth out there. Like, the trees look sad because they don't have shit crawling on them anymore. Like, it's just gloomy.
Just like mustard gas your whole backyard.
He fucking napalmed it. He called in a crop duster. And he fucking just bathed this place. It smelled funny outside for like a day. And I'm sure like Abby has like ovarian cancer now because of it. Like, it is weird how potent it was.
Fuck. Gross.
How many mosquitoes did you get bit by? Did you even
no
call
mosquitoes,
them in on the fucking army?
Kids, for some reason, dude, mosquitoes
so
love
sweet.
them. Yeah, they don't fuck with me, probably because I got leg hair
because
and
they
stuff.
don't do anything when they see one because they don't really understand what
It might just be
doing.
one mosquito just beating the shit out of them, but I see one on me and I slap it, but they'll just get their legs covered, like 20 bites.
Oh, dude, I don't know why the mosquitoes here are awful. Like, it feels like specifically in my backyard, it's like Florida out there. We had an internet guy come out and he's like, Jesus Christ, like, you guys got a mosquito. It was like 2 p.m. It's like, you guys got a mosquito problem. Like, there's no water. Like, I don't know why the fuck they're so bad out here. But I was pretty pissed off because there's been every year, I mean, I've been here for 2 years, but both years there's been these huge ass orb weavers outside that will just build like
Those are badass,
big spider web like every year. And he had a really good one going. And the goddamn internet guy just like destroyed the web. Because it was like remotely near the box he had to get into. I just saw him like get with this big glove. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's gone back to work, but it's like half of what it was.
Written a message.
It had the beautiful, it was like, don't let him kill me. Yeah, just like beautiful little notes in there and stuff. Yeah, the webs look so cool on the orb weaver, and it's like this guy's got, it's weird.
No
when people
appreciation for architecture. Yeah.
Well, no appreciation for architecture art, and also just it's indicative of a person if they've got like no respect even for the smallest of life. Even a bug. They're like,
I could see I have to go through this way, and I'm gonna be working here. But if it was work adjacent, that's just reckless. By the way, my kid does that. She'll like just drag me over to some place. She'll be like, there's a spider web there. Like, take it out. Like you're not calling in like Big Brother to fucking swoop down and beat up whatever you want.
Get Mosquito Joe over here ASAP.
Tell Mosquito Joe he missed one. That guy would probably pull up with that thing ready on him. He seemed like he was serious about it. Risking his own life and limb just to kill some mosquitoes. Like,
I guess I do draw a line though. I say, it's indicative of even the smallest life. A mosquito, I'd rip limb by limb. We had a really bad ant problem. Oh my God. I took WD-40 to him. It felt amazing. I was just
WD-40?
mowing the WD-40 kills an ant.
Faster
It's
than
dead
raid.
before it leaves the bottle.
Well, what Stalin said.
WD-40 kill.
Yeah.
Kills.
No, it was a million deaths is a statistic, but one death is a tragedy. And that's true. Orb weavers are by themselves building their own house. You feel horrible. Yeah. But when you're just massacring an entire metropolitan ant colony and it's like
having a firecracker.
It's like, I know you guys will be fine.
You're stomping down generations of people under that hill. You feel powerful.
Yeah, no, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, because it's one person versus 1,000, whereas Orb Weaver, it's like one big guy picking on a small guy. I feel like the big bad wolf.
I mean,
you're saying the anthill's a fair fight, right? That's more legit.
There's thousands of them, millions,
impressive,
dude.
Actually, yeah.
If you work together, you can take me on.
If they figured out how to eat protein, they'd be as big as us, dude. They'd be huge, and then they would take over the world. I'm doing my part every time I kill ants.
I've been feeding them protein powder. I'm trying to harvest a greater breed. That way I can really get a fair fight. Some fallout ants.
That's probably what I just said is probably the mental process Mosquito Joe has. He's like, if I ain't waging war, man, they're gonna take over.
They're always growing.
I'm on the fucking front lines out here.
Get some, yeah.
He's leading them and shit. He's actually looking at individual ones.
He's got a fucking van full of bats. He
puts a notch in his stupid gun for every mosquito he killed. It just looks ridiculous. All clawed
20 billions little scratches on it. Jesus Christ, you don't keep your hardware in good shape, Mosquito Joe. I had to move it to my van and fucking work on it.
Joe, for some reason, doesn't have it all. He's lost it fighting mosquitoes.
How'd that happen? How the hell did you think? Why did they call me Mosquito Joe?
These are mosquito bites all over my nub. They never healed.
They sucked every bit of blood out of the arm. The doctor had to take it.
He pulls up his sleeve. You think it's amputated. It's just a shriveled up Slim Jim arm.
They just scam
I got bit too many times, man. They sucked it dry.
My blood gave up, man. It gave up. It doesn't go there no more. It just
Yeah, but Mosquito Joe is awesome. If you want mosquitoes dead, you call that motherfucker. You will kill the shit out of some mosquitoes.
You want just everything dead in your yard. Lizards, alligators, birds.
His office looks like Auschwitz, but for mosquitoes. It looks like
if you took that spray and just right in an alligator's face, you think it'd die? How long?
Yeah, I think it would probably fucking die.
How long would I have to hit it with a consistent blast mosquito spray
have it on full
to kill
spray.
like a 200-year-old alligator?
They can live like forever as long as they don't have they get like some brain disease, don't they?
I think it's like
something
I don't know
about them.
Yeah, it's some weird like. Yeah, we're all very knowledgeable on that.
I read somewhere that
it's
they
like hard
get
turned off or
basically
something.
alligator dementia, where they can't generate new brain cells. So
it's like they have the potential to live ever, or not forever, for like a long ass time. Same with like certain sharks, right? They just can live like really, really long.
Yeah.
What is another long living animal?
Don't fact check us on this.
Yeah, don't fact. Well, I know for sure. Tortoise and a parrot.
Yeah, they can live a long time.
Yeah.
I think Torti. They live. That's not right. Tortoises. I think Torti. Multiple tortoise. They don't have. They live on a fucking island. There's like no. And they're like no like natural predators. They just
no McDonald's or anything.
No, they don't have. There's not like lions or anything on the Galapagos, is there? They just kind of vibe there by themselves.
They get so big.
Wait, did I tell this last time about the Galapagos tortoises and like them bringing them back to England?
No, maybe vaguely.
They were bringing them to England. Like the scientists in England were like, we need to see these things. I don't believe that they exist. And they're like, okay,
they fuck them or something.
They keep picking them up, and like the sailors halfway through the trip, like they ran out of food. They ate them.
Yeah.
They ate them. They kept having to go back, and after they ate them one time, they're like, "That shit's fucking good, dude." And they kept like they ate them like 2 or 3 more times before they had to have like a.
When you finish the meal, you get to keep the shell.
Yeah, it's cool.
Collectible.
They walk in like with a breastplate, like a tortoise breastplate.
yeah.
We lost them.
Oh, dude,
No
tortoise
idea where
breastplate
it
would be sick.
That would be
The
cool.
shell on the back and then the little belly part.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love some, like little Galapagos natives wearing that shit, fighting us. I don't think they have any people there, but
No, I don't either.
well, they should. They could live off lizard and turtle and.
Maybe the
got
one natural
I've-
predator of Torti.
I've been reading for about a year now. Kurt Vonnegut, Galapagos, the book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like not very long. I just haven't finished it.
Slaughterhouse 5 is also like him, right?
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
That's
I
a
just
short
know
one, too.
Hot babes read them. And speaking of, my parents told me they really liked the book, so I started reading it. And then I started reading Way of Kings. I'm like, this is more.
My speed.
Yeah, this is more badass.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got to get on that. Never mind, this not Kurt Vonnegut. I was going to say, I read a book called Seagull or something, too, that was literally from the perspective of a seagull. And I remember that being weirdly, it's like, this is something like smart people would read. I read the whole thing, and I was like, man, not really a lot of knights or anything, but it's pretty good. Like it.
You ever
it's
read
just like a
something
seagull.
that's that absurd, and then you go, let's see what the critics have to say about this on whether or not I'm too stupid to appreciate
Oh,
it.
they
Didn't
really
think
like
for
this.
me. Like that with like
think I
movies
do, too.
sometimes.
Is it like I was, the Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka? I was like, when I read it initially, I was like, man, if there weren't like critic interpretations of each page right next to it, like, because I got like the high school reader edition, I would think this book fucking sucks. But there's all these people that are like, this page is ingenious because here's all the subtext going on.
I concur. I concur.
And so I just read it with like this, oh, this is important before I even ingested the words. And now I look back on it and go like, how guided of a conclusion did I have on whether or not that book was even worth my fucking time?
Yeah.
Actually, you just outed yourself for saying you were too stupid to figure it out.
Yeah, no, like
your coming out story.
Yeah, this is my coming out story. I read the Metamorphosis, and I don't even know if my conclusion of it is unbiased because of how fucking heavy-handed all that goddamn critic bullshit is right next to it. Whether
it off,
yeah,
trying to get every
the academic world loves Kafka. Yeah.
Some people that don't love this Seagull book, but then this one guy though says it's one of the finest novels to ever be written, so I think he's right.
Yeah.
I really like the part at one point the seagull learns how to like teleport, and in the book I'm like, well, they really jumped the shark here, but apparently it was a like metaphor or something, or it had like another meaning. These scholars are saying, and it was actually about
he should just say what he meant.
But
Yeah.
just tell me more bluntly. You can level with me.
Did I tell you guys about my old neighbor at my old house? I met him like one time, and he no, not that guy. I met him one time. It was like we moved in. He introduced himself. We talked for like an hour at the fence in the backyard, very Hank Hill style, and then he just moved out, never to be seen again. Didn't even say bye.
That guy's badass.
And he told me, he's like, yeah, I'm like a published author. And I was like, whoa, like all of a sudden, have you ever talked to someone and you're just like, this person doesn't have a whole lot going on. Like they've just been doing their little job for 20 years. And there's a lot of people that are just like not interesting. They're going through the motions until they die. This guy I thought was one of those. And then he was like, yeah, I'm like a published author. And I'm like,
a book.
And I was like, oh, really? Like what kind of book? He's like, oh, I published like
Seagull book.
Yes,
No, he's like,
I also write reviews.
He's like, I published like 4 or 5 books. They're basically like Diehard fan fiction, but I changed the main character's name, and it's just like Die Hard the movie, but in book form. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And he's like, yeah, like he's like, don't go into it expecting any flowery writing about like an apple for 2 pages. Like I really just get into the nitty gritty, and like we're fighting, explosions, there's love making, and then we call it quits.
Hell yeah.
And I went and looked at the reviews, and people were like, this is just straight to the point. There ain't no. And I now like, God, I forgot his fucking, like, I need to get the book and read him because like the guy is totally out of my life. It doesn't even matter. He's probably dead by now. I need to find the guy's book and get that thing because it just seemed like it would be such a quick read that I want to go through it. I'm pretty
Each
sure
one.
he's just like, no, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to figure it out.
yeah.
Abby probably knows the guy's name. His name was
Terrorist
like
attack.
Vincent.
This is a
Vincent, huh? Yeah, look up Vincent Diehard fanfic.
Yeah. No, I remember his name's Vincent, and he looked like Wilfred Brimley. So if you guys can figure out Vincent Wilfred Brimley book,
Piece that together.
yeah, yeah, figure that out.
That's gonna narrow it down a lot.
Yeah. No, Abby will know his name. Abby, she's the
Find
brains
his
of the
old
organization.
address.
Yeah, here's his old address. here's the author's address.
Yeah. Here's where you used
Don't
to
go
live.
next
Dude,
door.
look it up.
Oh man.
Um,
Dude, we kind of subtly, speaking of, my brother lives at that house next door now, and we kind of subtly shit on my brother a little bit without like overtly saying it, but he needed a bed for his kid. And he was just like, I'm not buying a bed, I'm going to build one. And he built this thing that looks like a fucking death trap. And it's got the sharpest
Like,
corners on it and like
Oh.
splintered wood. And we're like, you're gonna like sand that and shit, right? And then he just sends us a picture of his kids laying in the middle of it, just surrounded by sharp edges and stuff. And my dad went out and got him a Lightning McQueen car bed.
Oh my god.
So the kid
dude.
slept in it for like a month. And my dad was like, here you go, the Lightning McQueen bed, like, because you like cars, right? You don't want that wooden thing. Like,
I like safety, please. Yeah. I like warm.
What if he misses that broken piece of shit
I miss
bed?
the
Like,
splinters. I miss the
I miss
splinters.
the way it poked at my back all weird.
Making me a man.
Yeah, I miss the taste of that pressure treated lumber.
Yeah.
Tastes like arsenic. Oh, it's so
Smells
good.
like paint. Smells like
that
You know,
lead-based
Joe.
paint you put all over the outside.
Yeah, it's
Mosquito Joe
peeling,
gave it
but-
a once over. That way I wouldn't have to worry about bed bugs.
yeah.
Oh, I could just fall asleep as soon as I smelled the pillow.
Yeah, it's just-
Without fail. 20 hours. I'm out every time.
Yeah, good stuff.
That is rich.
Yeah, that's rich stuff.
Yeah. Your brother's rich. You can tell by the homemade bed.
I'm trying to tempt him, dude. I'm trying to get it. He's like, all right, that's it. I'm not doing like that wasn't a bit. In my latest video where he went to go eat something, he's like, this is the last one I'm doing. Like he was 100% genuine. And I thought it was just a joke for the thing. He's like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. And I was like, are you serious? I'm like, it's 5 items.
Yeah.
He gets $500 per video. Like that's not he's there for an hour and a half. That's quick.
Yeah.
That's quick cash.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, not doing it. And I'm like, come on. So now I'm trying to tempt him. Like, what else can we do, man?
550.
Yeah, 525.
600.
Because, well, the fact of the matter is, like, yeah, he gets paid $500, and that's not as much as the video makes, obviously. But I do spend another 4 fucking days editing that video. You know, like he's just there for like that little thing. He's like a diva. He walks on set and he just kind of sits down, eats, and walks out.
It's garbage.
I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, can I
I'll
grab
be in my
something from the
trailer.
fridge? And he grabs a beer and walks out.
I'll be in my trailer if you need me. Yeah.
You have to force
maybe-
him to do
maybe the
retakes
next
because he
up-
doesn't act enough when he does it the first time. He just goes, that's gross. And he just like leaves.
More.
Yeah, more.
Oh, dude, I should do another podcast with him because he had the wildest like gap of years where before he got up on his feet, like he just
A
got
highly requested guest. You should.
like those Airstream like trailers.
Like the silver one?
Yeah, the silver ones. He lived in one of those that the land that it was on was just like, I think the city's property next to a railway. Like he just kind of like placed it in a place and his Airstream didn't have windows and it didn't have AC and it didn't have any
Jesus
installed
Christ.
shit inside. It was just a metal shell. And like in the summer, it was like
Things
an
are
oven.
ovens, yeah.
It was just a metal box, like a big tool. It was a big toolbox, basically.
And the door's a big tinted window. And they
Dude, this thing, I would love to dump some money in there and like refurbish this thing because it had a panoramic window that technically it was supposed to be a desk area at the back end of the Airstream, and it had this fucking like wrap around bubble window that looked like the ass end of a pacer. And it was pretty tight, but I went in there one time and he had extension cords running in for power. It was
from
pretty
what?
whack. So the
big building.
Yeah, he worked at a motorcycle shop that was over there, and he just kind of like parked it in between like the motorcycle shop and like the railroad area.
I bet that gets fucking loud when a train goes by.
Dude, this guy has the opposite of like my life in terms of just weird shit that he's done. I'm like, do you not have any like survival instinct? Like, who the fuck would just be like, I'm sleeping in this metal box on the sketchy side of town with no locks or anything?
I mean, he didn't. I'm assuming he didn't have any other options.
Hidden in plain sight, bro. Like, no one's gonna go check that shit out.
Are you gonna let him like little shit box. Uncle Eddie park in your driveway and stay there, or what? Like.
No.
Were you offering that? No. So he's like, I guess I gotta live by the railroad down by the river.
No, I was not offering for him to pull that. This thing was like a 40-foot Airstream. It was huge.
Jesus Christ. What's he complaining about? He's got a goddamn...
It was hilarious because of how empty it was. Like, it was, you got in, it was like a school bus with no seats. It was just a fucking metal tube. And I remember he had a cot. He laid out a cot in the middle of it. That's what he slept on.
He just got in there and took all his clothes off.
I'm boiling.
He's like Charlie Day, dude. He has to eat a bunch of cat food before the trains come in.
At his peak, he was worse than Charlie Day. Charlie Day would be like, Jesus Christ, dude, get your act together.
There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a pretty funny life there for a while.
Well, if he's getting sick of, I mean, yeah, he has all these experiences, and if he's getting sick of the gross food, you should go on to the next level of like jackass type pranks that you can pull on him.
Yeah, he seems like a guy. Yeah, he seems like a guy I could put into a cannon and launch into a fucking.
I'll give you $500. You let me shoot you out this catapult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna shoot a cannonball into your stomach.
He has like agony if he like reaches down to tie his shoes because his spine's all fucked up.
I mean, they do shit to like Bam Margera's dad. He's like 800 pounds. Like you just gotta like case him a bunch and like.
Isn't he dead?
Yeah, but not from a cannonball.
Yeah, he lived through at least.
Who knows how much
a beautifully healthy full life.
I don't think so. I think he died at like 55 of a heart attack or something.
Well, the big fat one's still alive, Preston. He was in the Jackass crew. Yeah.
Oh wait,
he had gross warts all over him and stuff.
Was that Don Vito or something?
Phil.
Uncle
Phil's alive, baby.
Okay, Phil's alive. Who was the one that was like crazy and he would just be like, oh, and he had like gray hair. His eye pointed off in one direction.
His eyes going the other way. Yeah, that's Don Vito.
Don Vito.
That's someone who died.
Don Vito was hilarious because I remember there was an episode where he pulled up his arm and he's had like a sea of skin tags going down his side.
No, some of them had gross. I remember the Preston guy too. Also had like gross back like moles all over him and shit. Because there's the one part where they
I want to
like
be that guy.
Out.
My dad has some of that going on. He's got some like weird gross back there. I want to.
How do you achieve that? Like I don't know. Get it.
That's an old guy thing.
When does it start?
Yeah.
Extra skin is like just balls up all of a sudden.
Or like liver spots. Like when do you?
Do they not like scrub their back or whatever? Or?
I recently upgraded from a regular loofah to a stick loofah, and I feel like a fancy little pilgrim every time I use it. Or so I don't know. I just feel like a pretty little girl. I like use it and like, and it's fun. I don't know. You guys should check it out.
Maggots and shit crawling out of it after I'm done. Like,
I go down and I pull there's a full shit in it. I'm like, oh, I feel like I live on the little prairie. Blood when I get on the front and cum everywhere. Good thing I never look down. Yeah, I don't want to.
You know those like the plastic ones that have the string that's like binding all the it's a regular, like if you go get a little scrubby loofah type thing, it's not an organic loofah.
Oh,
they're just like the plastic ones.
Yeah, it's probably what I was using before this.
Yeah, like what
those fucking things. Like there gets to a point where I'm like, Abby, can we please get a fucking, like she's the one that goes to the store. I'm like, get a fucking new one. She's like, it's perfectly fine. As you use them, they get less tight.
They fall apart.
Yeah, they fall apart. And like at the halfway point, if I can stick my fingers in there and like you can't see the end of my hand anymore, I'm like, we need a new one. I'm not.
Bro, those loofahs
Rubbing
are not
myself
even that
with it.
expensive.
No, they're like
Just
$1.25.
They,
like,
they cost nothing. They really don't.
use a new one every shower. Fuck.
Why not? Yeah, half a shower. Switch them out.
Just hot swap 'em.
A new loofah for each part of my body.
Yeah.
Will never wear out. I still hear that. But you've been one on, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, he was pulling all sorts of excuses about AC too. He was like, I don't want AC because it's bad for the environment. I don't want, and I'm like, I had just gotten finished looking at this graph that was like showing the amount of just metric tons of shit China's dumping into the environment, like their carbon emissions.
Dude, yeah, didn't we both shit on him for? We're like, bro, who cares about that? Like,
first of all, the U.S. military burns so much fucking diesel every 5 seconds.
I'm like Kylie Jenner fucking
Riding
entire
planes.
life's work.
Yeah, Taylor
in
Swift.
one ride. You're fine.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like you can run your AC for like a year for the amount of times that he's like been on planes and stuff. Like just jet fuel getting like burnt. Like doing a plane ride is super bad for the environment.
Shit, dude.
You know, it's nice to do what you can, but no AC. Really?
Yeah, no, that's
absurd.
that. I'm
That's
drawing the
suicide.
line.
I mean, he
territory.
kind of does live in like perfect climate, but
Yeah, for sweating
still.
your balls off.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I need AC.
I would. I have to have it. By
Dude,
the
it was
way, I'm
fucking
just gonna
hilarious.
say it. Your
Bizzle was
Airbnb doesn't
talking
have
about
it.
how what? Which one?
His Airbnb does not have it.
Oh,
ours, Brian.
ours? Oh,
Don't
thank
worry.
Christ.
Hey,
I was
give me
scared for a moment.
This is your
high five
fault,
there.
Brian.
Yeah, that thing's gonna be at fucking like 70 degrees all week.
Checked out if it had AC or not.
Yeah, I did. When I was
made
looking
sure.
to.
Oh shit, we don't even know that. Yeah, goddamn. That sucks.
Devin knows because I went through it. I was like making sure you guys didn't have any weird. There was a bunch of things on there about. Like Stalt kept running into people that were like, you can't make more than this many decibels of noise or else we call the cops. And I wanted to make sure you guys didn't have some.
Well, we're gonna be
busted-ass
doing all
place.
of our partying at your place, so.
You do not.
What?
You do not. You left this.
You don't wanna
You
party
left
at it?
this place. You do not
Dude,
return.
why do you act like I made it better for everyone?
You left this place.
would
You
be
do not
so-
come back.
Took it personally.
I
He would
took it
be
personally.
so-
Do you
I
understand
got
how much
fucked.
You don't
beef
even know
was
the amount of
between me
times
and
that you're
Devin?
complaining
I was
about
like,
it.
Devin.
You realize I got fucked here? I was gonna get like a cheaper Airbnb with my friends, and then you throw in all these extra people. I was the first person. And then I get fucked out of it, and I'm the bad guy from like, it's too many. It's too many cooks in the kitchen. I gotta get a new
You're
place.
the bad guy.
Okay.
No, I think there's plenty of floor space and stuff. I had planned on getting like air
We'll see.
mattresses
When we
and
get
stuff.
there, we'll have our final assessment of like, could this have worked?
Yeah, with air mattresses, I'm sure. Yeah, you can make plenty of. Okay,
Where do you walk?
I thought I was like, hey, I'm 30 years old, and I'm like, I would be totally willing to just like cram into a place to hang out with my friends and be uncomfortable. And I'm like, if I'm the old guy willing to do that, I'm sure the young, because like when you're young, you're like willing to sleep on a fucking beanbag chair.
Poob or 10
Yeah.
over here, yeah.
And then the fucking youngest guys were like,
On a juice
oh, we
box.
don't ever own hot suites.
Yeah.
Oh, the jacuzzi, we have to share it with everybody.
We were all gonna be sleeping on the ground. I just wanted a fucking
My room doesn't
bed.
even have a bathroom in it.
We're not
It
gonna be
sucks.
hanging out in this place. We're gonna walk in there and crash and then walk out. Like as long as they had like
Are we
outdoor seating.
recording
And,
podcasts in there and shit?
yeah,
on the top.
like, we're
No,
gonna
rooftop.
vibe there a little bit, but
Yeah.
like there's the city's there. We're going. I don't know. Bizzle's giving us a bunch of homework during the.
I
during
know, he
San
gave
Diego.
us so much shit.
He's like,
Oh,
make sure you
fuck.
get here and bring your fucking tool belt because we're building a goddamn
We're
stage.
building a whole set. Yeah, we're building a goddamn
All right,
whole
guys. I
stage.
know you're excited, but we're building
This one.
Kurt's tavern. We're gonna rebuild the tavern.
He fucking. I love how like.
Here's your script that you gotta memorize.
By the way,
Like,
he just
it's like a
yanked like
phone book.
$600 out of my pocket. Like
Yeah,
he just
blood
hits me up
stamp.
and he
Hey,
goes
give me
like,
that.
he goes, hey, can I have like $600 for like a foam cutter and a bunch of foam and stuff? And I'm like to build a set, and I'm like, what? Like, Didn't we just get paid from Patreon?
you just gave me a slice, dude. You want to take some back? What the hell are you talking about? All that shit before. I don't want to. It's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking to see you got this, and then immediately your money just gets yoinked away. Oh my god! Between that and my car,
the good thing is though, Bizzle's the type of guy like he gets a foam cutter, he's gonna cut some fucking.
He's gonna do something else with it too. He's resourceful, dude.
There's gonna be like a replica me when I get there made of the foam. What the fuck is this? Yeah. Like a 7-foot tall Hobgoblin statue.
He's committed to it, but I fear that it's too,
good. We need somebody
too hard,
to steer the ship, bro.
too soon.
Well, it's every episode, the production value gets even better. I'm like, in 2 months, we're going to be working on a set with like PAs and shit. And
that's the problem. Is I feel like the production quality is going to go up, and there's going to be no new hires. It's just
it's going to be. He's going to work us like fucking slaves. It's going to be like an anime studio. We're just going to be
on my other line.
20-hour days.
I got Tokyo on the other line. Shut up.
Setting up a dub or some shit for it.
Three podcasters have to work for the first time. No!
I know. Realistically, it's shit that you can do in like 10 minutes. It's like,
but I think it's more the fear of like, I just got like college anxiety again of like, here's homework. I'm like, no, fuck, like, no. Even when I worked, in corporate America, it's like you clock out. It's like, all right, see you guys. I'm never gonna.
I ain't taking this shit home with me, dude. I mean,
camera's off. Like there's no clock in time.
Yeah.
I want like
also no pressure. I imagine if you didn't do it, Bizzle would be like,
I feel like there's like a weird with creative stuff. Quality? It takes so fucking long. Like I'll sit down to edit a video. I did that today. I sat down and edited a video, and Abby sends me a message at like 12:45 and goes, "Hey, like I made you lunch like 30 minutes ago. Where the fuck are you?" And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I felt like I sat down at 8 a.m. to start editing, and all of a sudden, it just gone. It's like the time just goes away like that.
Like that with FL for FL Studio.
Yeah,
and it's like that for me. I'm Procreate all the time. Wow, we all have our little lanes.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's like that when I start jerking off. Yeah, when I'm trying to find the right porn to jerk off to for 10 seconds, it takes me. I don't know why I'm so picky. I'm gonna come in 10 seconds anyway. But
yeah.
Just really could be anything. I could probably just come right now.
Have you ever queued up? Have you ever queued up like 15 different tabs?
No.
And then you fucking you jerk off to the first one, and you're like, what the first one?
The first like
why did I
the first
so much
bit of the
this?
First one.
Yeah. The first one was good enough. I shouldn't have prepped so much extra. I do more prep work for my masturbation sessions than I do for this fucking show. I did not have 15 backup bullshit anything talking points for this show. But you better believe it. When I go to crank one off, I have like
I got my top 20.
Yeah, I got some serious. I got shit downloaded in case the internet goes out. I got it all.
And you never watch the same one again. It's usually you just move on. You get
you move
720 every day.
Yeah. I don't even remember names anymore. I just
I knew this would be the day I wasn't feeling girl on girl. Why did I cue that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what's sad? When I was like 12, when I was really young, and I had shitty dial-up internet, sometimes waiting. No, I'm not waiting for it to load. I'm like, yes, but this would be so good. And then I nut, I'm like, well, fuck, it's. I mean, I watched the first 5 seconds. You throw it away.
Yeah.
Alexa, shut up! I ain't talking to you, Alexa. You fucking listening to that for?
Dude, you used to do what? Alexa said.
That's my most hated thing about like old porn stuff is I remember just waiting, like you wait line after line after line, the image would load. Or it would load like super low resolution, and in bands it would get higher.
Let's see some beaver. Let's see some.
Nah, it would like do the high def on the nipple or something like that. Like, not feeling the nipple. I'm not waiting for the whole picture to load. I'd close out of that shit.
Nipple's a little weird looking. I guess I can maybe wait to see if it keeps going or not. Real pepperoni on this chick. Yeah. They should have been smarter about that and had porn where people are strapped to the ceiling. That way you get that porn, you get that shit loading first. Having sex on the roof. Yeah.
I really wish I could like. You ever see? Was it the what's the Christmas Tale or whatever where Scrooge McDuck or whatever gets brought back in time and he has to watch himself being a dick?
Adam Sandler one, but yeah, well, yeah, it's just the
regular
the Night
Scrooge
Before
story,
Christmas
yeah.
or something.
Story, yeah.
Scrooge.
Yeah, Scrooge or whatever.
story.
I want to go back and just see, did anybody catch me jacking off like any of my neighbors growing up? Because
I don't know if I
know
wanna
I've said this a million times, but my PC, the family PC, was in a fucking sunroom, like a Florida room, glass on all sides, and we didn't.
Got caught.
Yeah, we didn't have like hedges or nothing. Like the neighbors could just walk out in the backyard and just see you. And I would
definitely seen.
Definitely been caught. Definitely.
Yeah, like there was so many times where I'd be like jacking off, I'd look over and be like, God, I hope like the sun is glaring off the window the right way.
Dude, when I was in the apartment, I would just sit there, and it's fucking hot as shit. So I got the windows and drapes open, get the light in. But anybody that was looking out their window could definitely see me. I would just sit there with my gut hanging out, all fucking hot and sweaty, with my dick in my hand, jerking off, going, oh yeah, for like an hour or two, just like watching random shit. Somebody could just look. If somebody was just like cleaning their window, they would just see this like fat dude with like a giant soda.
Giant cock.
Dude, I'm sorry, Brian, you're Canadian and everything, but I feel like this kind of stereotype shouldn't be up in Canada, but there's so many parts of you that are just scream white trash. Like you got like white trash energy. I don't think any normal self-respecting person's going to be just like 2 liter of Coke jacking off looking out the window.
It's not a 2 liter. It's just like, they're not looking out the window.
Like
the window's open for
lighting.
okay.
You're for lighting, for the natural appeal. Yeah.
I knew it'd be one of those. A polar pop.
A polar pop. My cocktail of Coca-Cola flavors.
It'd be like the most white trash kids in my school would show up, Polar Pop. It's like, it was 79 cents. They'd show up every morning.
Yeah.
A couple teachers that show up with them, fucking so much soda that early. You know, you got your kids eating their flaming hot Cheetos and Monster at like 6 a.m. It's like if the idea of that now, like I get when you're a kid, you can eat anything. When you're, you know, I'm now getting to the era of like, I like Tums. You know, I eat a lot of Tums. Like if I had a Monster and flaming hot Cheetos at 6 a.m., I'd throw up. Yeah, I've heartburn sometimes and it hurts.
Never had it. I'll eat whatever.
I know you said this before. I hate this.
You've had it. You don't know what. You just don't know what it feels like. There's no way you haven't had it.
I haven't had it.
There's no way.
My stomach's a steel trap, dude. I eat whatever.
That's not fair.
I can eat whatever garbage.
I can't even. I drink 3 Trulies and I'm like, these are acidic as fuck. Like my stomach hurts.
Drink like a giant can of like a giant like bottle of soda and then like down a bottle of hot sauce. I bet you get heartburn there.
Try to, and then have a 4 Loko.
I need to see this. yeah. Then have a 4 Loko.
You drink 1 4 Loko, you'd feel new pains that you've never felt before.
It makes me feel.
Do they even sell those anymore? Are they even a thing? Oh, really?
Yeah, they do. They took the caffeine out, but they still sell.
Oh, what's the point? It was like an all-in-one. It was just
I think it was mostly because it was.
So, I thought the main selling point was that it was
yeah, it's like
alcohol and caffeine and
6 to 14. Jesus.
Dude, you put some protein powder in that thing. It's just all you need in a day. You just drink that in the morning
throughout the day. Yeah.
This is a meal replacement for awesome people.
Yeah, this is the drink of the future. And put a little bit of Soylent in there, yeah.
Yeah, it's like alcoholic Soylent. It's what it is.
Put a little bit of milk, a little bit of protein in that 4 Loko. I swear you're going to have a great day. You feel everything. Vitamin B. 12.
How much alcohol is in them?
Like 14%.
Like 6 to 14%. Yeah, the ranges.
Old ones are like, dude, yeah, gross. I have some bad memories.
Your own hair.
No, he's got spider
down my. Yeah, spider just went down my hoodie. Hold on.
Get him.
I have to take my entire shirt off.
Also, Salt's gonna piss me off, or not piss me off. I'm gonna piss Salt off because I accidentally had my mic set to broadcast, so I had your guys' audio and my mic all going off in one track. Up until the 1 hour mark, whereas when I switched it to my mic and I was like, I softly said, "There you go, fixed it," and that was it. So he's probably
you know what sucks is you actually spoke this episode. You dumb bitch, you stupid bitch! Don't ever talk again.
Stop it! I fucked it all up,
dude.
You know what the difference is? I didn't smoke weed.
Oh yeah, that
maybe you should just
work
not
at a
smoke
better.
weed more. Yeah.
You work a lot better when you've been smoking for sure.
I'm blasted. I fucking
Yeah, you
swear to God, I have like ADD or something, and if I smoke, it just goes.
Oh, if you're opening up FL Studio and you're like, I need to concentrate on something, just a little bit.
Yeah, say goodbye, Vans.
You know, I have a family history of alcoholism. And who doesn't?
Get addicted to weed though.
They say you can, but you can get addicted to anything. There's people that drink water every day and they say they're not addicted.
Habitually get addicted.
Yeah. Look at this guy saying he doesn't have a problem.
I just heard water and I knew I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I spent all this money renovating our fucking kitchen up there, and I put in a bar area. It has an area meant for as a little like drink, like mini fridge thing meant for like chilling, like all the ingredients and stuff for cocktails. Abby goes in there, and since the kitchen's been finished, she's made like cocktails like a couple times a week. I drink them, and because I enjoy drinking the drinks that she goes out of her way to labor and make, I'm apparently an alcoholic now. She's like, you have drank easily 3-4 times in the past 10 days. And I'm like,
So you make it
you made drinks 3 or 4 times in the past 10 days. Like, this is on you. You made if I didn't drink the Moscow Mules or whatever, then I would be a fucking dickhead. Like, you made me a drink. I'm going to drink it.
But Sam, you drink mine too.
Okay, so I drink mine and then I go in for refill. She mixes them so fucking weak. Like I had 3 of them, and I told her today, I was like, I had 3 Moscow Mules. I didn't feel a fucking thing. Like, did you put any alcohol in them? She's like, I put a shitload in there. You have a problem. You're just like your mom. And I'm like,
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'll show you I'm not like my mother. My mother would never choke you.
And in the morning, like, just because I'm shaking until I get a drink in me doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just not indicative of anything, Abby.
Yeah.
God, I hate
and I'm
it.
irritable
drunk.
until I get that cocktail in me.
When my family meets up with my Voodoo Rangers sponsorship guys, and they all have an intervention, and they're like, listen, man, we can't even keep giving you the shit. And I'm like, oh, shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
And I go around and I choke each of them a little, but yeah. I actually have cut back. I can't say this too much. It's okay, so I've been, trying to be more active, so I've been drinking less Voodoo Ranger. Not that there's any like Voodoo Ranger makes you stronger.
You're savoring it.
I'm savoring it. Yeah, I'm savoring the
they
flavor
didn't
more.
spend all that time brewing just for you to throw it back without taking any consideration into the flavor.
They send it to me, I'm gonna drink it just more slowly now than usual. But it's definitely affected. My tolerance has gone down a little. So
you're a good salesman for Voodoo Ranger, I feel like. Better than some other people that I know that are sponsored for them.
I'm basically.
I almost got because of Poob. I saw one the other day and I went, Poob drink.
Yeah.
But I didn't buy it. I almost did.
Like, I feel like you could get anybody to drink, like pregnant women, you could get anybody to drink Voodoo Ranger because you're a good salesman for it.
They see how much fun I have when I drink, and I go, yippee! Yeah. And I do a little backflip every time on stream when I first get my first taste from a seated position, which is crazy.
With
I bring
the
the whole
chair
chair
still
with
on
me.
you.
Oh, yeah.
It's the second flip that really is impressive.
I've never been able to do that. Voodoo Ranger gives you superpowers.
Yep.
I can do anything. Yeah. I'm feeling a little thirsty right now talking about all that talking. It's got me quenching. God, that spider freak. I've got on what do they call these? They call these
jackets.
A dickie? I can't remember what it is. Where it's not a real. It's not a full shirt. It's just the collar.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Did you buy that?
Wait, how far? Wait, did that come with the tan thing?
Dude, you should just go out with just that on. Get the jacket off and just.
Is it attached to the brown thing?
No, it's completely separate. I put it on as a spider protection layer.
No, there's no way that you were the only human to have that crop top thing.
No, I bought it because
that looks like something Timothy Chalamet would wear on the fucking red carpet. Let me take off the brown thing. Take off the jacket. Let me just
come on.
Let me see the
No. But listen, you guys are gonna laugh at it like it's some sort of ridiculous thing.
I need a profile shot with you.
Yeah, dude. I want to see a side view of the tum tum.
No, it's called, dude. I bought this at
Wait, that wasn't gifted? You went out of your way to buy that?
He bought that at a retail store. He saw it.
I knew they're real. They're called Dickies. I think it's so funny because in the show Dreamcore LLC, the main doctor wears like a Dickie the whole time, and I'm like, that is so funny. Like
Dickie.
when he takes every time he like takes off his jacket, like he's just wearing one. And I was at a Christmas party at a thrift store, and they were selling them, and I'm like, holy shit, they're like $1. And I bought it, and then I put it on over my clothes I was wearing, so it just looked like I was wearing like a little crop top bra over my shirt, and it killed. Everyone thought it was so funny, and I've been waiting, like that. I mean, they have turtleneck Dickies.
You get it
could
like
save a lot of money
too,
on those turtlenecks you owe us. Oh, I mean, it's like a woman's like medium. It's very tight. Like I can't have it zipped up all the way for that long. It starts to hurt. But
yeah, there's
I'm surprised I just refound it yesterday. I'm like, I got to wear this on the podcast. I was going to save it for next podcast, but when I had to take off my hoodie, it was the only shirt near me.
Perfect.
And then I found this. It's a little cover. It's pretty sweet.
What the fuck?
Because it's like someone would look at me and be like, wow, that guy just has a little tiny
wearing clothes
red
like
quarter zip underneath. My dream is to like wear it out to the bars one night and like go home with someone and like
take it off.
Yeah, like I just like get back to her house and I take off my jacket and I'm just wearing, like, no one would ever think someone in the modern world's wearing a Dickie. That's why they're so perfect nowadays. Like,
and then you have to refuse
you
to
need
take
to
it
get
off,
this
too.
one for like it's a hoodie Dickie. You just put on a hood.
Holy shit.
That's insane.
That's amazing.
Dude, like, yeah, they're just
because some things like, have you ever seen people do like the hoodie leather jacket combo?
Yeah.
That's awfully warm though.
That is a really long link.
You can dickify anything,
just Dickie dress. You never have to wear a real shirt underneath your clothes.
No, unless you want to be seen from here down.
No, that's the only shirt so I know over it. And that's really the scary thing to me, though, is anytime I'm in public and someone has like a light little like coat or long sleeve over a shirt, I'm like, is that a real shirt underneath or is it a Dickie? Like,
well, I mean, okay, so in a normal world, you're gonna have a t-shirt under it, but like that's what you have right now is giving me super flashbacks to when I was in like 4th grade and I was in music class and it was winter time and I just left the house with nothing but a big parka zipped all the way up. And then because it was cold as shit outside, and then I went into music class and the teacher was like, dude, you were like sweating up a storm because it was like 90 degrees inside. They had the heater on. And I was just like, I can't take off this jacket, man. I got nothing on under it. It's just me under there. So I had to wear it all fucking day. That was brutal. Yeah.
They didn't give you like extra clothes or anything? Or
no.
At our school, it's like you shit your pants or you get blood on it. Like they have extra clothes for kids to wear. I've heard.
No, they did have a lost and found box. And I remember... there being
dog shit.
I think I've said this before. There's a kid that would like, he would say that he lost something just so he could go in there and find cool clothes. He would get like, there was like FUBU jean jackets and stuff he would get.
The worst. I've definitely told this before, but I remember once I lost a I think it was Aeropostale at the height of their coolness, like sweet ass blue hoodie. And you know, I lost, it was like 8th grade. And I went to Lost and Found. It was, you know, it wasn't there. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like a week later, this girl's wearing, I'm like, you know, I know what it is. Also, sounds really rude, but she was quite large and I was very small when I was that age, like incredibly small. It was so tight on her. It looked like this Dickie was her fucking hoodie. And I was like, well, that's my jacket. And I was like telling my friends at lunch, just this guy, like, I haven't talked to this guy in like 10 years. Like, he's just one of those guys that was just a pure shooter. I'm like, dude, I think that might be my Like, yeah, he brought a gun to school. He killed her. No, I was like, I think that might be my hoodie over there. He walks over there. He's like, take it off. Like, that's Sam's. Like, you guys stole that from him. And she's like, what? No, my boyfriend gave this to me as a gift. And then he like went up to her boyfriend, was like, you found that lost and found and pawned it off as a gift. And he's like, what? Like, no, I didn't. And he's like, look, like, it's so small. And he like just yelled at him until they gave it back, and it fucking reeked like cigarettes. And then I just gave it to Goodwill. I'm like, well, I guess you could have kept it.
Didn't even wear it ever again.
I
She
burned
stretched it all out, lost its magic.
It's kind of big. Oh shit, this isn't even mine.
It's not even it was
mine was green. What the fuck? Hey, went over there, beat the shit out of her and her boyfriend, broke both their legs, gave it back to me. It's a little bloody. I don't really want it to. Yeah, but a cool guy, just a cool guy to have around.
I don't know. I always feel weird when someone like sticks up for me in a situation that I'm like, it's no big deal.
Well, yeah, no, that is awkward, but.
Stolen shirt's a pretty big deal,
like,
bro.
That's a really big deal to have that hoodie.
Oh, a hoodie back then is like, yeah.
I can't just go buying new clothes. Yeah, like it was like, this is my fucking, I got this during the summer. This is for the year.
It's gotta last.
This is my hoodie I got. And, yeah.
Do you remember, Brian, you remember my neighbor that did the whole like garbage, that whole fucking thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a neighbor you got an old neighbor for everything.
No, there's this kid I grew up across the street from.
That old.
And I don't really want to get into that whole Halo thing again with the garbage.
Yeah. How many times are you talking about garbage?
No, not that. It was I had gone over to his house with some Pokemon cards, and like this other neighbor had gone in with me. That this neighbor now has turned into a flow dancer, which is pretty funny to me. But that's what he does. He gets like little neon light up shoes and just listens to the biggest dog shit music I've ever heard in my life, and just goes like, "I'm in the flow, yeah." And that's
I'm
like
on a lot of drugs right now. Yeah.
And I don't want to say any shit about him because he happens to be a professional white hat hacker, and he would just fucking destroy us if he hears this.
You're not on drugs. You're just cool.
You're a cool guy.
Honestly, I love that.
Yeah.
I've been looking to get into it.
Me and
He's
him.
a white hat hacker, so he won't.
Yeah, he won't do. Well, you know, as soon as those guys get off of, they clock out for the day. They go do. They put on the black hat on. They go fucking steal national secrets and stuff. Yeah. It's a Kangol, a black and white Kangol. They flip it inside out.
Nice.
And anyways, me and the gay flow dancer guy, we go over to Garbage Guy's house, and we were over there with our Pokemon cards, you know, and they ended up getting into like a fight or something, like a dispute, and he was like, "Get out of my fucking house!" And so we walked out, and as we were like out in the front yard, I was like, "Oh shit, dude, I forgot my Pokemon cards in there." And the kid turns around. This is the flow dancer, white hat hacker kid. Turns around, goes up there, knocks on the door, and the second the door opens, he just starts the conversation. Doesn't ask like, "Where's the?" We forgot our Pokemon cards in there. I didn't realize the extent of the beef that they had just gotten into in this house. Like I wasn't picking up on cues because the door opens and he just immediately slaps the shit out of the kid. And goes in, and they do like a back and forth slapping. And the hair's flying everywhere. And then the guy marches in there after he slaps.
Are they cancer kids? Why do you mean the hair's flying everywhere?
I remember that because this was back in the 90s, dude. They had bowl cuts, the bully bowl cuts.
Okay,
and so when they do a slap,
greasy ass bowl cuts,
their hair would fly everywhere. And yeah, I remember they just had like a slap fight until one of them just submitted, and then he went in there and grabbed my Pokemon cards for me. And I was just completely in awe, like looking at this from the front yard.
But that's like, would you have gotten them back? Oh, he probably.
Yes, like he's like a fucking normal person. I bet I could have just knocked on the door and said like, "Hey, I left my Pokemon cards here." That was weird that we kind of got into like a little verbal spat. But it was just, I don't know. I've never seen something so quickly go to violence. That was like the most, like the flimsiest noodle arm violence of all time. Like nobody stood any chance of getting hurt.
They had a literal slap fight.
But the slaps were landing, dude. You could hear them things popping off. The ricochet sound effects were going all over the place from all those slaps. They were hitting.
Sweet.
Yeah.
They accidentally clapped a couple times.
Yeah, they clapped each
High
other.
fives,
Hey,
a couple
dude, you're in a
accidental
slap
high
fight,
fives.
If you high five the guy, like you are just like, fuck, we gotta stop. Like that was so bad. That's what I meant. High five. I said clap.
Yeah.
Especially if the other guy shakes it afterwards too. Like,
Oh shit, that was so
That-
bad.
that-
We actually predator high fived
That
in the middle of
fucking
the
house, that fucking house was like the source of one of my biggest fears growing up. I went over there, and they were just watching Child's Play on TV.
oh, the doll.
You're just
Yeah.
watching kids have fun.
Yeah,
And I
they were
sat there,
babysitting.
and
It's
I was
called
like stuck
babysitting.
and
would
like
be
paralyzed
scary.
with fear just watching like the first Chucky movies or what. I don't know if
Is it the fact that it's a doll that kills you?
yeah,
or
like
it's-
I had never
sounds like a
I'd never
real
thought in a
man,
million years because I'd seen Toy Story. And so I was like, oh,
You didn't know
toys
that
are all
toys would fight
good.
back.
Even the ones that look creepy that Sid has ended up being good guys. And like, you know, the baby doll with like the spider legs and stuff
Yeah,
that Sid
it's,
has.
like,
I was like,
nice.
yeah, it's like nice or whatever. They just look freaky. And then I see Child's Play and it's fucking
Evil.
yeah, they end up running this guy's hand that works at a factory through a big sewing machine and it like stitches up his hand. It freaked me out as a kid.
Was it Toy Sol? I knew a Small Soldiers.
Toy
I knew
Soldiers
kids
were
could be
pretty bad.
evil because of Small Soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
They're
they
gonna
have,
they're
like,
gonna
the
be
evil
dicks.
military chip in
Wasn't
them.
that like the
Yeah.
movie Avatar but with toys?
What? Is it?
Yeah, there's like
never
there's like
seen
evil
Avatar. It
military
really- I
guys
don't
and then
think it
like
is.
good
It-
alien guys or something.
It's evil military toys that just want to eradicate
Yeah,
the like
if you
literal
just base
monster.
it off, if you just
monster
base
toys.
it off that aspect, yeah, it's just like Avatar.
It's
Yeah.
the exact same
Yeah.
story.
But it
Yeah.
like replaced the world with like a bedroom or whatever
Yeah.
happened in the-
Yeah,
Toy store or something.
yeah. And unobtainium is whatever the hell they're after in that movie.
nothing. They're
Oh.
not after.
Oh, they're just there for
wanna
the
kill.
they're
They're
there
just
for the
an
thrill of the
asshole. Yeah.
genocide. They just want to kill.
When you
Okay.
said though you were really scared because you went there and there was Child's Play on the TV. What would have been scarier if there's just CCTV footage of your playground? There's children playing. Would that scar you more? Or no, probably Chucky would be
of
scary.
your playground in
Yeah,
the
like
future,
your-
like modern day today.
No, like your playground when you were a kid. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like live feed of your.
Yeah, they're like watching
What,
recordings
like a live
of
feed of
you
my
in your
window?
house.
It's just stimming because at first I
Yeah.
forgot that the Chucky movie was called Children's Play or whatever.
Yeah,
so I
Child's
thought
Play.
you just just like children having fun, like playing, but it's just like a really dumb joke that went too far, and like I just regret it. And like I just
I
like
had to
really,
circle
Hey,
back
you
for
know,
it.
I would
I can bring it back.
I just like went too far this time. And I really
even if there's a miss,
That-
I like
that was
I
it.
appreciate the swing, you know. They don't all have to hit.
hey, bada bada, am I right? Yeah.
You've been taking your kids to baseball,
Yeah.
shit like that.
I went to one baseball game.
All right, shouldn't they be
Were
playing
you,
softball?
were you the one that was drunk on cocktails,
Yeah.
Moscow mules, and screaming at them?
Yeah.
That kid was out.
Yeah, it's my job to get into fights with the other
You
parents.
fucking blind. Yeah. Alexa, I didn't ask about a yoga pose. Shut up.
Dude,
So useless.
Do
What
you
is
have
your
the,
purpose
Do you have the
even?
Echo or do you have the Echo Show? Like, do you have the one with the
I got
screen?
the Echo Show, so if I accidentally touch the screen, it immediately plays a fucking video about dog shit that I don't want, and I don't know how to take it away. I don't know how to get rid of it. I just want the weather on this fucking thing. I don't give a shit about yoga poses.
It does me
all right?
joke prompts half the time, and it's just like, hey, like try
yeah,
asking this lead, and it'll finish the joke. It'll do the tagline or like the punchline, and I'll ask it, and it's just like, I don't know what you're talking about, which isn't even funnier
Damn,
joke.
bitch, you're the one that asked.
Are
I'm
you?
like, you primed me with it. It's like
you-
ask me like how did the dinosaur get across the road? And I ask it, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, sorry, I don't know that one.
Makes
Yeah,
you-
what are you
that's
talking?
like the biggest like gaslighting and making me feel like a fucking retarded.
It just takes it off the screen. Goes back to the weather.
Well, because it's either you don't know how to read or you don't know how to fucking like
Yeah.
say shit properly.
Or what
Like,
if you say
look
the
crazy?
You say the joke and it's like, eh.
I don't want to hear it
I don't
next.
feel, I'm
It's
not
just-
really feeling that one.
Yeah, Amazon just nexes you.
I,
Yep.
Yeah.
I noticed before you go on before you joke, you're always gonna look down. I know, reading your little prompts. Okay, next.
Let's see if I can get one really quick. Oh no! Instead of a joke, this is kind of a joke. It's telling me the latest news about Kenya's central bank.
Oh shit! How are they
Hilarious.
doing?
Oh,
I've been keeping
this
up pretty
is
close. to that,
International global politics. If Kenya crashes, we all go down.
Yeah, we're all fucking with them.
It's just like some concerned guy in a suit, and I'm like, this fucking has no bearing on me at all.
Wait, it's Kenya,
Yeah.
so it's got to be one of those over the top suits, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like,
Yeah, this guy looks like he's
they
going to
cost more
Sunday
than his
school,
house.
man. He's got wingtips
Yeah,
on. He's got a purple
man.
ascot sticking out on it.
He's got a dicky under it.
Pinstripe. Yeah, he's got a dicky.
Yeah.
Randomly,
Yeah.
his coat has tails and everything. Can anybody do a Kenyan accent? Anybody got one of
Got
those?
sock
No?
dickies on them. It's
Fuck.
just the ankle part of the socks.
No, I can't say.
We need to work on our African accents. We'll get back. We'll work through them in front of our guests
so
next
many
week.
of them.
We already have so many accents under our table. You know, we really do a lot of them. So it's kind of the last.
We should
Brian's
get
got
into
a really
that.
good Chinese accent. Brian, on each show.
Yeah, but I have to get into character. I got to keep my eyes back and
Yeah. I'm trying to distance myself from this kind of shit. Have you seen what's going on Twitch
Yeah,
this
dude.
week? Seriously.
yeah, it's a joke.
There's a power
obviously, come
vacuum.
on.
I'm trying to get in that spot. I'm not trying to get sucked with them.
Oh wait, back to that thing. I thought it was weird that the slicker guy, not the rapist, not I'm talking about the.
Are
Gamer.
you sure? I am almost certain Slicker raped somebody.
Okay, well,
Slicker.
it's one or the other. One of them.
I'm talking about
the
gambling
scammer.
guy. The gambling got banned off of Twitch, like the slots and everything. The slicker guy didn't even do slot stuff. He did sports betting. He was betting on football teams and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's just more like it's like because he's doing the shit probably because also he's an asshole, but it's like, oh, he was so deep in his gambling that he needed money. I don't know. It just kind of, it's just, again, like I don't really care too much either way, but I guess why the gambling people are like, come on.
Yeah, it wasn't
also,
them.
it's like, yeah, but also, I don't know, in a way, like, fuck them, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there are some gamblers out there I like, but I know I have an addictive personality, so gambling is like one of the last, like, vices I have not involved myself in. So, like, I really try not to gamble on anything. So maybe that's also, if I was a healthy gambler, maybe I'd like it, if there's such thing.
I had a lot more respect for them until I realized it was slots. I thought they were they
They're
were
not
doing
like blackjack or anything.
Yeah, I thought they were playing like virtual craps or something, and then they ended up
Yeah, they're just going, duh,
just pulling this is so stupid to me. Never
won
mind.
big this time.
Yeah.
And it's also shitty because it's like they're betting with like $100,000. It's like, I won $1 million. And a normal person's like, holy shit, I can win $1 million. No.
It
I mean,
sucks. Like
you could, but no.
When I was a
Not going to.
teenager, I had a really dumb world outlook where I was like, there could be like a box of heroin just sitting in my room. I'm not going to do it. And so like drugs
Unless a streamer did it.
should be all legal and stuff. Like I didn't like all the rules and shit. And like, I don't feel like there should be things banned and stuff. And then as I got older, I realized, and I got into a certain area of job wise. I don't want to get into exactly like what I was doing. And I realized that I had to work some with OSHA. You do have to save people from themselves. There's a lot of dumb people out there that it's like at the end of the day, they're just too fucking stupid to have any responsibility for themselves.
I got to clip into what? Wait, oh, fuck. Hold on. What were we talking about right before this? The gambling people?
Playing slots.
Something I was going to say. I got so invested in your story, I completely forgot it.
Yeah.
What's the
That was
difference between
gross.
Slick and Slicker? I'm still trying to figure it out.
Flicker and Slick or whatever. One
what's the
molested and the other one gambled.
One steals, the other one molests.
Yeah. Not a good day for people named
None of
Slicker.
our usernames are Slick or something. Like it seems.
So many people had to change their name that day. Just
Fuck.
Do you remember that guy Grizzly Vox Bear that then turned to Grizzly, and he kept choosing names that other people had already established and were already popular with?
how about PewDiePie? No one's heard of that.
I remember what I was gonna say, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Before I forget it again. I've probably said it before too, but speaking of just like, the gambling, the rush. When I was a kid, and my parents split up, like when I go to my dad's, you just like you know, classic American dad, like great guy, but you know, very like really shitty little house, really shitty beat up truck, and like would just buy scratchers all the time. And I remember he was on the phone and he's like, he'd always let me do them. And I was, you know, I went through and I was just dumb kid brain. I was so convinced on this one. I'm like, oh my God, like cherry. I thought I won like $500,000. And I was like, oh, like I was just like, oh my, like our lives are changed. Like we win. I'm like,
And he was probably like,
no, he was on the phone. He's like, hold on. I was like, oh, like he's not going to believe it. When I like the anticipation was killing me. I'm like, he's going to be so happy when I tell him that, like, he can quit his job. Like, we can get a nice house. And I'm like, Dad, like, I won big. And he looked at us immediately like, no, you didn't. You won like $2 or something. And I was just like, that. I think that's when I kind of threw aside gambling because the epic, I experienced all the epic highs and lows my first time, you know.
On your first scratch?
Yeah, my first scratch. I won big. I changed my life. And then I blew my lottery earnings like those people that infamously, you know, they win like $12 million and they're poor a year later. I went through it all. I saw it all.
I
just need one.
I remember going to the
I
gas
was probably
station
one away
and
from getting away with it.
just seeing the people that go like, hey, I would like some scratch offs, and then everybody in line at the gas station goes like, fuck. Because
give me like 40.
they take forever. Yeah, they just and they sometimes scratch them right there, and then they go
Yeah.
like, "Oh, give me another
my God,
one."
they're the worst.
Well,
Yeah.
now there's no sport in it. They can do it where you just buy them and they
scan a
just
barcode.
scan
And they
them.
just scan them for
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I didn't win. Oh fuck! Don't just start
I
calling
wanna
without the
scratch.
scratch element.
I want to scratch. Well, here's the thing: I never did scratch offs because, well, one, the incredible statistical probability of you.
I mean, but you could.
Yeah, but like, I would much rather just have a huge sack of money fall on my lap from DB Cooper flying over. It's probably more probable that will happen.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be the dickhead that was holding everybody else up in line. But now that you guys tell me, apparently I am the dickhead in public, I'm going to be getting all the scratch offs I need to get.
Just one more thing to add to the list.
Yeah, just add it to the list.
Public
That
indecency.
still
par for
fucks
the
with me,
course.
man. It's still, that fucks with me so hard because like I had always made sure, I had always thought in my mind that I was making sure I was nice to people.
No.
Are you kidding me? I thought you were putting on an act.
I don't
I
wanna
thought you were
see you
hamming
be-
it up because we were there.
No.
You were like such a dick.
No,
Hey, you with the face.
I had no
Where's
idea.
my shit? Where's my food at? They would.
Yeah.
Like
Bitch.
how was that? How did you not think that was
No.
hearing or something?
well,
or
after I
think it was
introduce
weird.
myself to someone the first time, the second time I'm not
That's
gonna.
it.
I'm gonna be like, look, you know why I'm here. I went
You
and
have to call them numbnuts. They gave
I
you
went
their
and
name.
you pointed me towards where the tents are. I'm not going to reintroduce you and go like, hey, I'm going on a hiking trip with my friends. I would just be like, hey, you know why I'm here. Like, can we do that? One guy definitely didn't like that.
Different. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that fucking with the long ass
Yeah.
gray ponytail and he
That
was
guy
fat
looked
and
like
had
a sexual
fucking
predator.
wolf
That
shirt
guy
or
can fuck
something.
off.
Yeah,
Fuck off. I don't even know why I was asking that guy because if you go into like a Patagonia
most-
or whatever,
No,
that
that
guy
guy
doesn't look like he's
definitely-
ever stepped outside to do anything. He looks like he should be at like Star Wars conventions and stuff.
I would say the opposite. I feel like he's the kind of dude that just goes out in the wild and gets stoned.
Yeah.
Like that dude from like Nathan For You. He looks like that guy, the old man.
Ray or whatever.
Yeah,
Ray
he
Primus.
reminded me of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Man.
just once again off topic, but no, I always wanted to win this one type of lottery.
The lottery.
No, more than any money amount
it.
one.
Whoa,
You guys-
another unique Poob
No.
experience.
Yeah.
No,
No.
to win the lottery.
No, like coincidence. I wish.
Did you guys ever do the HGTV Dream Home? Like,
Oh,
it was such, dude. Every year, my mom would get everyone like hyped up about it. It was like almost traumatic how excited I get for this every year, and then of course we never won it. But it was this thing HGTV did where it was like an online sweepstakes where it wasn't like you win $100,000. It was like you win the most beautiful home in the coolest place in the world. Every year they do like one house, and then you get the house, you get like $100,000 in cash to pay taxes. You get a car that's already like fully paid off. Like it was just so many perks. And I remember there was this one that was just like it had its own ski resort basically. And my mom made me
that's
like
the one.
submit an application for it every day. And I was like, I'm not, I was like, oh my God, like we're gonna win. We're gonna live here. No, I mean, you never did. But every year, it was for like 3 years in a row. It's like, oh, God damn. Like, here comes the fucking another house to get hyped up about. Like, we'll make it out of this big trash can. We'll go live in the big old mountain. But no, it never came.
We had a similar thing with a house that was built in town. And everybody was like, oh, it's like great. And the photos of it looked awesome and everything. And everybody did the exact same thing where they would submit like the little applications and have like their whole family submit them for a chance to win it. And now that I got older, I looked at it and they built it in like a flood zone, and like every single like plane of turf in every direction is funneled towards this house. There's no way it doesn't have flooding problems. Whole property sucks. It's like downhill from the road, and the road like turns right next to it, so like headlights go straight into the second story windows where the bedrooms are. That house is a shithole, and I'm glad we didn't win it. You know, St. George Island.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, there's those pencil houses that are on the on the beachfront. When I was a kid, we stayed at one of those pencil houses, and that was when they were brand fucking new. They had just built them, and we stayed there when they first were available for rental, and we had the whole family there. It was like a family reunion, and I thought it was so cool because you could like park under them, and then you go up to like the first level, technically level 2 or whatever, is like kitchen, and then it's like bedrooms, like living room area, and then it's bedrooms and stuff. And growing up, I always told my mom, like, when I get older, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to buy us a pencil house, and you're going to live in floor 3, and I'm going to live in floor 2, and then grandma's going to live like way up in the attic in the heat and stuff. Sweet. And I got older, and
like, so you going to buy me?
Yeah. I got older, and I definitely got the money to be fucking buying that thing. I'm not living on that shithole fucking island with one pizza store, one fucking gas station.
I have
don't
to
forget
live
the Piggly
one floor away
Wiggly.
from her.
The fucking Piggly Wiggly and the Hoggly Woggly. I'm not going there, dude. I'm not gonna eat at the fucking Blue Slipper or whatever that place is called. There's like a nice sit down restaurant,
the Blue
and then
Parrot.
and then there's like a shitty pizza place, and those are like the two restaurants.
Okay, I would not call the Blue Parrot a nice sit down place. It's like, here's a weenie dog.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
What does
Okay,
it look
compared
like?
to fucking BJ's Pizza or whatever the other place is, it's not
don't
good.
you talk shit about BJ's Pizza.
Pizza's
I
dog
love
shit.
BJ's Pizza. I
I
love the
gang
name.
wars over that place.
That
dude.
place is so greasy and shit. You have to eat your pizza with a fork and knife, and they give you like little paper plates, if I
Let me
remember
look up
correctly.
BJ. By the way, the name BJ for it's like the worst name for
it's
fucking pizza
not great.
place is
But they have
BJ's.
arcade games while you wait for your pizza.
They do have arcade games.
Got like 3 arcade games that are shitty and broken.
Yeah.
These look like
Covered in
frozen
grease.
pizzas.
Uh,
These look frozen. They look like McCain's.
what, a BJ's Pizza?
Yeah, the BJ pizza, the blowjob.
Yeah.
pizza.
Oh man, when I was in like middle school, that was the funniest name for me. I was like, oh,
What,
BJ
BJ?
Pizza.
Dude, I pass in Indianapolis occasionally. I'm gonna butcher it. Someone's gonna like fact check me. It's like every time I drive through this one part of town.
We're on a doxing roll today. By the
No,
way.
no, I know.
Yeah.
This isn't
People are
like
gonna be
where
able
I
to
live.
triangulate everything
I know.
about where we are.
No, okay, it's like
This street
it's just
that's about
in a-
5 minutes away
yeah,
from
it's
me.
like probably 40 feet that way. I can go outside and check it really quick. Double
Yeah.
fact check.
Yeah, let go read the street name. I forget
If
it.
we lay out enough strands for them to pull on, they won't. They can't chase all the leads.
Yeah.
Vincent, the
Yeah.
author, diehard fan
Yeah.
this weird
You
street,
gotta pick
BJ's
somebody.
Pizza. Like, what do you
It's
guys
not
want to
a-
follow? The
it's not a
garbage
street.
neighbor. Like, who?
Yeah.
Trans teacher with big titties. I don't know what. They're all over.
It's not a street, it's a sign that
Okay.
I always forget it's gonna be there. And every time, oh, it's kind of sad. I was gonna say every time I'm always like in a sad mood. I guess it's I'm just driving, but I always drive by and I just like it just cracks me up because it just is huge and it's called like
What the
it's called like Boner Gym or so. It's like an academic wing of a school and it just
Boner
is called like Boner Auditorium or something. Like there's no like class to it. Like there's no like, oh, it could be, it's not like an H in there. It's just spelled like boner, and it just
Like
it's
in
huge.
pure like Helvetica, like there's not script, nothing. It's
like I know that's probably just someone's last name, which is hilarious. If that's your last name, you have to make enough
you
money
have to be a
donate.
millionaire and give money to different organizations.
Yeah.
The boner wing was donated. Yeah.
Wait, Bizzle.
Welcome to the Boner Trauma Center of the hospital. Donated by John Boner.
I think it is
John H.
It is John Boner.
Community Center.
Yeah. I think
John
this
H.
sign.
Boner.
I think this sign though
what's the
just
H?
says
Is it
like
huge?
Boner Community
middle
Center.
name?
Like it doesn't say John.
The Boner Center for the community.
It just starts with boner. Yeah, I think it might be funnier because it's called like Boner Center or something. And it's just like, I see it, I'm like, oh my God, that is hilarious. Like, that will never not be funny to me when I see
A lot
it.
of people jerking off in the.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
the Boner Center
I
is awesome.
see it. This is this John Boner and Sinners, this area looks nice, kind of. It is a fucking ghost town in that part. I did not know that's what this was
They
called.
have some of the most like eerie just pictures of this John Boner place.
Dude, yeah, it's not like a great area, but
No, but it's just like I don't know. Like one of the pictures for it is these two people that look like they're in ghost costumes or something. I can't even make it out. Like what is it?
what about this one? This is definitely the John H. Boner.
That guy looks like he fucked. Right?
Hey, I'm John Boner. I'm gonna name a community center after my last name, not my first name.
That's that guy's awesome.
Boner Town. Wait, is this the same guy? It almost looks like, because this is also claiming to be John Boner. These pictures are like 40 years apart. They look the same age, just him with a wig on.
John Boner won the lottery. He came into money.
Is that the
like
same guy with a fucking hairpiece?
It's him with a piece.
It looks like him.
That's the same guy with a hairpiece, I swear. He came into money. He won that fucking scratch off. Or
That's what I'm saying.
HGTV thing. He got enough money.
Sold the dream home.
Yeah.
The community center, was an HGTV house that he won. And then he took the cash prize.
Turned
We
it
have
into
to
a
call
bunch
it the
of
Boner
apartments.
Center. All right, I'm out.
Yeah, this is.
Is this the ghost picture you're talking about? It is the smallest photo on Google Images history.
No,
but
that's not even the picture. No,
dude, I'm
it's
pretty
so
sure that's
creepy.
John Boner on the right. The guy from the top one.
That
I
is
think he
definitely-
ages into the middle one.
Wow, he
What the
aged
fuck?
beautifully. I want to age and somehow look younger.
that's like Elon Musk, the before and after.
I know, right? Him in his
You tell he
30s
got work
was...
done there.
Well, I mean, what are the odds that these are two different guys 40 years apart and there's two people named John Boner in Indianapolis? No way.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, okay, well, now I'm seeing a thing claiming that guy's name is James Taylor, the modern day one. John, you know what? I could probably just look up John Boner and see if he's still alive.
John H. Boner.
John H. Boner.
Initial.
Have you seen those YouTube channels where like the guys will go do camping? Like, what kind of camping is that? Like they'll just like hide in the bushes, like behind Walmart, and do like stealth camping.
Have
you ever seen those channels?
Yeah, I kind of know what you mean, but I don't know what it's called.
I think
probably stealth camping.
Yeah,
I mean,
stealth
it sounds good
camping.
to me.
Yeah, those things are great. I love those fucking videos. I've been watching a lot of those things. Just like, I don't know, camping in like a roundabout, camping just behind a
but
Walmart.
your brother's crazy for camping, right? By his
His
work.
was a big fucking silver spaceship looking thing. This guy like hides in the
For the
bushes
record,
and the
by the way-
foliage. Like this guy's awesome.
Tell me that's not a crackhead, please. Tell me. You asked me where I've look. That is a crackhead, right? Am I crazy?
Oh, clearly a
This is
Christian.
a woman holding up a holy Bible, right?
Yeah, well, a woman with the Bible. Viewers, just guess what's different about her than Brian.
Yeah. Name
yeah,
what-
her fucking her gap, missing
Wow, tooth
5
gap.
teeth. She's missing a
I
So
whole
what?
used
She
to
top
looks
row
like,
over
she looks
there.
like Seal. She's got a little gap in her front teeth. So what?
Seal's not that bad. Seal's not that bad. That's like walrus, all right? That's not. That's
Yeah,
so
she's
much.
missing like
You get-
both their two front teeth, and she's like sticking her tongue in between them. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just a full classic 4-tooth gap. It's just
Just
get some
the
braces
classic.
and pull 8 teeth in.
That'd be agony.
Oh God, yeah. The at that point, I think they
Close
just put in two new teeth.
Close the gap.
It's my
Insane teeth
eighth
migration.
My 8th year on braces. Jesus Christ.
8 hard, painful years.
I want to get LASIK. We need insurance.
Oh yeah, am I supposed to be offering you guys insurance?
I'm gonna walk if I don't get insurance.
I want life.
I'm going to Ludwig's podcast. No, dude, I told my eye doctor that I was kind of interested in it. They've been calling me like every other. I'm like, maybe I'm not interested. Why do you guys need me so bad? They're like texting me like, are you still interested in that consultation for LASIK?
They bought the shit to do it, and they're like, come on, somebody, we want to test this shit out.
It's our free, your first customer, you get a half off. We're not even qualified to do it. It's gonna be cheap as fuck.
You only have to pay for one eye. You get the other eye for free.
That's the worst that can happen. You get laser eyes or something, you know. I don't know. My brother, my
It
mom
turns into
did
like
it,
that Dead Space 2 death scene where the drill is going into his fucking into his eyeball.
Yeah. I don't like that you're awake during it. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. I think Devin just had eye surgery.
Don't people talk about how it gets all fucked up later in life and then like crazy?
I think you have to redo it after. Yeah,
Them,
I also don't want to deal with that shit, but
bad.
also the idea of like when I go camping, being able to wake up at night and just see is so like the idea, like anytime I'm in my glasses, I'm just still, even though they're like right prescription, my vision is just so bad. And like that alert, yeah, like when that alertness you need, like when you're startled awake, and like if I can't find my glasses, you know, I have like a -8 prescription. Like I can't see shit. So like it just really, I feel like it'd be so badass to just wake up and be like, and also I could take naps and not have to take out my contacts. It's been so long since I've just let myself, I don't nap ever, like naturally, like in a car ride or something, just fall asleep. Because I'm always worried my contacts are going to get stuck to my eyes. Like, it'd just be a lot of cool things. But also, yeah, maybe I'll get like eye cancer later.
Yeah, I mean, you're just setting yourself up for like a surgery that you have to get later. What if society falls in between surgery 1 and surgery 2?
What if society falls and my fucking glasses break? I'm gonna be fucked.
There's a world of pre-manufactured glasses. You can
There's
go
a world of
try 'em
lasers
on.
out there. I can get some cutting.
I watched Lost, and even on Lost, Sawyer, he was getting headaches, and they took random glasses and welded them together. He had like one little kid glass on the left and then regular glass on the right.
Dude, that's that would, like, in a survival scenario,
You
if I
can't
didn't
give
have my
yourself a
glasses,
survival
I'd be dead.
laser eye surgery.
But I think my mom got it like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. She's still like, she's like, I think I need my reading glasses back, but she's still gonna just walk around. It's fine. My brother got it.
Oh, okay.
Probably that long ago.
So you just come from a long line of defective eyeballs.
Yeah, incredible inbreeding.
Oh.
Sorry, my brother, dad. I meant to say my mom, grandma, my mom, dad, my brother. Yeah, a lot of is that asexual reproduction or something?
Your dad's just that shop teacher with a big fucking set of tits.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that can just have
jacked
a child
off into my own pussy and had
yeah.
you were made with love.
You saw those pictures I sent the other day. I mean, I'm just gonna look exactly like my dad when he's older. I think it might be more of a cloning.
That picture of your dad, he's like your age, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't look. He doesn't.
No,
look
I
like
know.
he's
I'm just
that
saying,
much.
my dad nowadays looks like what I will look.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like looking at that photo, going like, I'm gonna look like this one day,
No,
and I'm
that's
like,
like a
isn't he
year
like your
later.
age in that photo?
Yeah. No, I think that might
gray at all.
That might be like exactly my age in those pictures.
I was looking.
I was born.
I swear to God, you captured the thing. This was my dad at my age. He looks so much like
okay,
me.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Have you ever seen like my grandma says I look like my grandfather, and I was looking at photos when he was in Germany in the 50s. Yeah, no, she does not.
You look just like him. I wonder if you taste like him too.
Fucking does her hair in a ponytail.
I was looking at a pictures of him.
Damn, you used to look good, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Soiled my mind. I'm trying to talk about my goddamn grandpappy, and you keep trying to sneak in my fuckable grandma. God damn it.
I was staring at her picture. I mean, his picture. Fuck. Damn, fat knockers on you.
Is that the one with the peg leg?
Yeah, that's.
She just takes off her leg, puts in a fleshlight in there.
My peg leg granny. No, anyways, I was looking at pictures of my grandfather in the 50s, so he'd be like in his late 20s. No, he would be like early 20s. Fucking dude looks like a man. Like I'm like when
you look.
when do I go down that pipeline? Because he's there a decade before me. Like what the fuck? This guy's like just in the army, like in Germany. He just looks like a fucking military man. If I put on a costume, I look like a little kid that's playing Halloween or something. I want to have it, whatever it is.
I know. I think it just somehow skips us.
Is that what it is? I think.
I don't know. Yeah, my
it's all
grandpa
the
just
goddamn,
looks like a Mad Men character or something. It's like, what the fuck? When do I?
It's all the fucking estrogen and soy in the
the
water.
soy milk.
Yeah.
All the fluoride's turning me soft.
Yep.
I think I do have a lack of tea in my body. I mean, look at this chest. You know, I could take the dicky off. I think it's also weird. Like, I've noticed lately, I'm like growing, like high arm hair and like chest hair. Like it's like baby. It's like I'm hitting puberty, but I'm 24. But like my arms are like incredibly
shoulders and back.
Like I'm not like hairy at all on my arms, and I've never had hair like up here, but now I have like little.
I'm starting to get white hairs on my chest.
Damn,
I got white. I got gray pubic hair.
My age, dude.
I got gray pubes.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
And I got it up here, man.
My baby hair. Dude.
I was scoping out Bizzle, dude. He was just sitting there. He was high as shit on the couch, and I was fucking. I was like looking all. He didn't really have many grays, dude. I'm graying way harder than him. It's having kids.
Having kids
make it.
You hide it.
I hide. No, it's in there.
Let me see your pubes. Let me see your head.
Yeah.
Abby's also got some grays. She's old granny up there.
I saw that picture too when I was born. I just had a full set of hair. I also have back hair and like hair on my. I have more hair on my body when I was literally just born than now. I don't know what happened. I think I used up all my. I also had a six pack. I think I used up all my like testosterone when I was born. I'm like reverse aging or something, and then
he pulled me in my bench out, and I was lifted when I was born.
I was like, I had like 6-inch dick when I was born. Like,
it only got bigger.
Yeah, it's only gotten bigger. But yeah, I think I'm willing it to be so. Since I'm growing like new hair on my arms and on my chest, I think I'm gonna hit a second growth spurt.
Yeah,
be like 6'5".
I've heard about that. Yeah, I've heard that people usually get their tallest.
I think we should. I'm gonna go to the doctor and get some some testosterone. I'm gonna start working out.
Let me hit a bit of that when you get some. I just want to try it out.
I want to get a fucking Jocko Willink head where it's just like a big cinder block, like more than it is now. More angular.
That's a military guy,
yeah,
right?
big military guy.
Oh my god.
Fucking ears are like down here somehow. That guy's built like a cartoon character.
They trace him for military characters.
Yeah.
He's like
if he went up to like a caricature artist, they would be like, I don't know what to. They would just draw like a photo of him.
Get his camera out and take a picture with a Polaroid.
He looks like a freak. Yeah.
There you go.
That would be a crime if he didn't get into the military. Like if he was just like, yeah, I'm like a painter or something like that. They would be like,
a baker. Just
no.
Send that freak to the army.
The SEALs would recruit him. They would go to his house.
Look at you.
Yeah, look at your fucking
head. My ass.
Yeah. You look like a gorilla. Like there's no way.
You look like
sure you don't want to kill somebody. Look at you.
Yeah.
You can get away with it. Sure, you know.
Anyways, that's the end of this episode.